The sun beams down on Armstrong Stadium on the campus of Hampton University. The home Pirates are looking to right the ship with the Rams of Rhode Island riding into town. And a beautiful Saturday to you. Nathan Epstein in the broadcast booth alongside one of the greats in Hampton history. I'm joined by Terrence Green, the former wideout for the Pirates. Pirates are 3-2, 0-1 in the CAA after running into a buzzsaw at William & Mary a week ago. The Pirates had a 3-game win streak snapped with that loss. The Rams, meanwhile, are 1-0 in the CAA and are back on the field after a bye week. There are the Rams sitting at 3-1, 1-0 in conference play. And Terrence, so far, before we get things started here, we're going to take a look at our players to watch in just a second here. But overall, what are your thoughts on this one as these two take the field?
Well, it's a very important matchup here in the CAA this afternoon. The main thing you want to see between these two teams is which team can establish what they do best first. Obviously, Rhode Island likes to run the football, try to work on a short field, make mistakes. That's how they score points, because offensively they're last in the conference. So even though they're 3-1, they use a lot of great defense to help their offense.
And speaking of the run game, we're taking a look at one of our players to watch right there, Malik Grant, the graduate running back from the Bronx, 5'9", 190 pounds. And man, he really put on display what he can do in a win over Long Island a few weeks ago.
Absolutely. 3 touchdowns on the day, over 140 yards on the ground. So Malik Gray definitely put a stamp on that game as the Rams able to have a good game, a good outing in the CAA. But now with these Pirates coming, we'll see if the Pirates defense can control Malik Gray today.
And by the way, he was the first Ram running back with 3 touchdowns since Jaden McKenzie back a week ago, or a year ago, I should say. And meanwhile, for the Hampton Pirates, normally you think we look at the quarterbacks or the running back, but our player to watch for Hampton University is actually a freshman defensive back who really put on a show in their last game, Jaden Whaley.
Yes, no doubt about it. Jaden has been doing an outstanding job on defense from the safety position, coming up, helping out that run-stop defense. Pirates have been good in some games as far as stopping the run. Last week against William & Mary had a tough time slowing them down, but nevertheless, today will be a good test for this defense trying to stop Malik Gray.
And yeah, Malik Grant, he is one to watch for. 5'9", 190-pound graduate from the Bronx by way of Archbishop. Both teams back on the sideline and taking a look at what each side has to do, Terrence, as we take a look at our keys to the game. And I think really if you are Rhode Island, you're still trying to find a quarterback with regards to last year's starter, talking about Kasem Hill, the 4-year starter, 1,045 yards and 57 total touchdowns. They're working with 2 quarterbacks now, and I think if you're Rhode Island, one of the keys to the game for Rhode Island is really having them be patient, because this Hampton defensive backfield has really done a great job in the last several games. They lead the conference in passing yards allowed. And also, if you're Rhode Island, you really want to send the linebackers and let them go to work. They're working with 2 of the best linebackers in the CAA. And also, if you're the quarterbacks, you just got to let the running game establish things and really give the quarterbacks some help. These are 2 quarterbacks that are likely going to see some action today in Devin Farrell and Hunter Helms. And that's really the keys to the game, is let the quarterbacks be patient, let the running backs go to work, and let your linebackers go to work. And meanwhile, your keys to the game, if you're Hampton.
The keys if you're Hampton is, first of all, establish the running game early. Make sure that if you're going to get Elijah Barris in the game, get him started early, let him get some confidence, let him get some momentum. The other thing is you have to play all 3 phases of the game today. You have to step up, make sure that your special teams as well as your defense and your offense are clicking on all cylinders. And last but not least, you have to make sure that you don't turn the ball over and don't give Rhode Island a short field, because that's what they excel at. They want a short field so they can put points on the board. They're last in the conference in scoring, so obviously they're not going to do much with a long field. They're going to do most of the damage with a short field.
Ty Groff is set to kick it away for the Rhode Island Rams. Ball's in the air. Hampton receiving back of the end zone. An excellent kickoff, and it'll be Hampton starting things off as we start this CAA matchup. And we are so glad to have you along for the ride. Nathan Epstein alongside Terrence Green. Hampton trying to get back on track. Again, they had a 3-game win streak snapped, and you know, if you look at the last 4 games, really played well in their previous 3 before William and Mary. They had a great win against rival Norfolk State, 37-7. They had an outstanding win in Washington, D.C. against Howard, 27-20, and really just got knocked off their feet against a William and Mary team that is expected to not only contend for the CAA championship, but maybe can make some noise nationally. First play of the game for Hampton as a handoff. Not much doing for the running back. Believe that was Elijah Burris with the carry. Maybe gains about a yard.
Yes, one of the things you'll see the Pirates do is come out with the running game, trying to establish it early. You see your running back, Burris, with the carry, but not much on first down.
Chris Zellis, the starter at quarterback, the redshirt junior, 6'3", 220 pounds, from Grinsley High School. Another handoff back to Burris, makes a few men miss, not before being knocked off his feet by Ayinda Johnson. The redshirt junior, 6 foot, 195 pounds, from Danbury, Connecticut, makes the stop. And again, brings up about a 3rd down and 5. Swing pass is caught, makes a man miss, Kamari Gray, and it's first down yardage for the Pirates.
Outstanding job that time by Zellis. Quick pass out there in the flat to Gray. Gray with the extra yards after the catch. First down for the Pirates.
No catches for Kamari Gray, the junior from right here in Hampton last week against William and Mary. Second pass attempt, design run for Zellis across midfield, still on his feet to the Rhode Island 46-yard line, a 9-yard gain on first down.
Once again, you see the outstanding ability of Zellis to run the football from the quarterback position. Second leading rusher on the team, first down Pirates.
And here goes Burris. Rolls over the 40-yard line and a first down carry for Elijah Burris.
And one of the things that Rhode Island came into this football game able to do was stop the run. But right now, the Pirates are running the ball right at them.
Kamari Gray has to make a tough catch. Wait a minute, both sides wrestling for it. Rhode Island signaling they have it, and it's an interception. An off-target pass from Chris Zellis is snatched out of the air by the Rams.
Yes, that pass a little too high for Gray. Zellis with the same play we saw out in the flat a little bit earlier, Nathan, and that time Gray just couldn't corral the ball in. So Rhode Island with the interception, 1st and 10 for the Rams.
Ayinda Johnson with the pick, and Terrence, that is the Rams' first interception of the season, and it couldn't have come at a worse time if you're the Pirates.
Yes, the Pirates were on the move, moving into the deep into the territory of the Rams, but the interception now gives the Rams outstanding field position.
But what a job by Ayinda Johnson, the redshirt junior. First pick of the season, and really had to wrestle it away from Kamari Gray. Again, it was an off-target throw. Gray had to go over a defender to try to grab it. And Ayinda Johnson with an outstanding play, and now the Rams on offense for the first time today set up shop at the 38-yard line, and the give to Malik Grant, his first carry of the game for only 2 yards.
Good job by that front 4 of the Pirates, just able to keep Grant in check on that first down play.
Second down and 8 for the Rams. After the interception, the fake, and the swing pass across the 45 over midfield into Pirates territory. An excellent throw and catch. And by the way, the quarterback getting the start today, Hunter Helms, the senior, 6'2" from West Columbia, South Carolina, has been throwing the ball well the last several games, a little bit better than Devin Farrell, who's seen a bulk of the action so far this season.
That catch was made by Marquise Buchanan, leading receiver for the Rams on the season.
Another swing pass, same receiver, and a same result makes a man miss almost to the 40-yard line, to the 41 of Hampton.
Yes, Marquise Buchanan on the season, 14 receptions, 209 yards. So he is their go-to receiver for the Rams, and right now the Rams are moving the football.
A Phil Steele freshman All-American last season, 638 yards as a freshman. And a whistle and an early timeout called by Rhode Island.
First charge timeout, Rhode Island. 30 seconds in length.
And head coach Jim Fleming saw something he didn't like. We're going to go to break, and the Rams driving on their first possession of the game after an early interception. You're watching the CAA on Flow Sports.
Hampton family, we thank you for coming out on Breast Cancer Awareness and First Responder Appreciation Day. Today, let us honor the courage of those affected by breast cancer and pay tribute to our brave first responders. Let's keep the momentum going and show our strength as a family. Thank you for being a part of this meaningful day.
Back to the action. It is second down and manageable for the Rams. Their first possession of the game after an excellent interception by Ayinda Johnson. And movement all over the place. Laundry all over the field, and this is an easy call for the black and white.
Full start. Offense number 52. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
So that'll back things up. And Terrence, we were talking about that interception made by Ayinda Johnson. Again, it was a great catch, but you have to talk about Kamari Gray, who had his hands on it, and as a receiver, if you get your hands on it, you know the rule.
That's one of my sayings. If I can get my hands on it, it should be a catch. But once again, the ball was somewhat high, so it would have been a good or better catch if he could have pulled it in. But nevertheless, interception for Rhode Island.
Brady Rourke, the tight end, the man in motion, as is Malik Grant. They both switch sides. Helms thought about it. Backs up, pressure comes, floats it up. Nobody in the area. Malik Grant tried for the comeback catch, but it falls well short, and that'll bring up a third down and 9.
And give credit to the secondary that time. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, nobody open, so you can almost give that credits definitely to the secondary.
Helms has completed 15 of 24, 63%, 134 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception this season. Again, he hasn't gotten a bulk of the action. That's gone mostly to Devin Farrell. Helms, by the way, a transfer from Clemson. From the ACC to the CAA. Third down play, 3-step drop, pressure comes, and it's knocked away. Helms brought down, wasn't able to get the pass off. Excellent pressure provided by the Pirates. Chris Eaton Jr. got his hand in there and brought down Helms before he could complete anything.
Yes, Eaton that time off that right defensive end position, able to get that pressure on the quarterback, made an errant throw, so now the Pirates defense with a chance to get off the field here on 4th down.
Devin Walter is in to punt it away. Ball is on the Hampton side of the field, so the Rams trying to play field position battles early. Low snap for Walter. Gets it away. Towards the corner, and an excellent punt lands inside the 10-yard line, or right about at the 10-yard line, and that is where Hampton will get the football for the second time this game. No score as we approach 11 minutes left to play in this first quarter. Both teams have had their hands on the ball. And again, Hampton's first drive ended with an interception by Ayinda Johnson. It's the first interception of the season for the Rams on defense. And so, Coach, what we saw, or Terrence, I should say, one thing we saw from the Pirates in
Coach
that...
is fine.
Yeah, hey, well, you have been a coach, too.
Been a coach, yeah.
And now we see Malcolm Mays in at quarterback for the Pirates, and his handoff goes nowhere. And so, Terrence, one thing that we did see from Hampton was hurry up, quick offense from the Pirates, and it seemed to work well for them up until that interception.
Yes, they were doing an outstanding job of running the football, drove the ball inside the Rams' territory, but the errant pass that time by Zealous caused the interception. But now you see Mays in the game for the first time. You've seen this throughout the season where the Pirates do rotate quarterbacks.
Hand off, and a gaping hole, and a big run for Jaquan Snipes, who had an excellent game a few games ago. 10 rushes for 117 yards and 2 touchdowns against Howard. This time a quick swing pass. And the Rams have it covered up very well. Brings up a 4th down. Darion Moultrie had nowhere to go.
So once again, the Pirates will have to come off the field on offense. Punting situation. As you said, Snipes has been doing an outstanding job backing up Barris, but that time the Rams were ready for him, so a 4th down coming.
And first time this game, we get to see Brett Starling, the redshirt freshman punter, 6'6", big body, 230 pounds, from Kecoughtan High School. Played his high school ball right down the road from the stadium. And Starling gets off a beauty. A lot of contact, ball hit the turf, and that is going to be a penalty, a mental mistake by the Pirates.
What we have to see now, did the offensive blocker pull down the defender and made him run into the receiver? So let's see what the officials have.
It was Darren Burton, the sophomore linebacker playing special teams, who ran into the return man. Now, it could be simultaneous contact, but the ball did hit the turf right there.
Because Burton's helmet is off, so I'm trying to see, did he get pushed into the receiver? Like he got pushed. Yes, he
Kicking
did.
interference. Kicking team number 24. 15 yards from the spot of the foul. First down.
Well, so the officials didn't see it that way, and
Right.
replay certainly showed some physical play between the two, and it did look like there was some contact that caused Burton to run into the return man, but the officials didn't see it, and that ends up being a 15-yard penalty. And a big mistake puts the ball almost back where the original line of scrimmage was during the Rams' previous possession, right at the Pirates' 46-yard line. Helms is back at quarterback. Deion Silas, the running back, switches sides and gets the call. Gets a block across the 45, close to the 40-yard line. The senior from Memphis, with a nice carry on first down, picks up about 4.
One thing we talked about in the pregame, Nathan, was the Rams like to start offense on short fields. That's what you see in this drive right here. They are already inside Pirate territory.
And no pun intended, Rams threw a couple of Pirates for another big gainer. Brings up a 3rd down and short. Xavier Marshall, the team's leading tackler, had his hands on that tackle, and a big 3rd down coming for Hampton.
Yeah, big 3rd down coming for this defense. Try to get off the field, 3rd and about 3. Leave a short 2.
2 men in motion for Helms, and the give. Malik Grant has got an opening. Nobody in front of him. Malik Grant, goodbye. One of our players to watch, and that's why. All the way to the end zone, and Rhode Island strikes first.
Yes, Malik Grant right off that right side, that right tackle, pretty much untouched that time, Nathan,
Holding.
as he went in.
Offense number 6.
Oh, we got one of those flags, so
And we
we'll
didn't
bring
see
it back.
it.
We didn't see it.
And we didn't see a flag, and that's a holding, brings it all the way back.
What a break. There it is right there.
Takes away a 38-yard touchdown run by Malik Grant.
Yes, the left corner for the Pirates was being held. That was number 3 for the Pirates.
And I got to be
Darius Gooden.
And I got to be honest, Terrence, I didn't see the flag anywhere.
I
so
didn't see it at first either.
Either way, it is a first down for Rhode Island. 38-yard touchdown run is wiped off the board. Rhode Island back to work, no score, 8:45 left to go. And Silas with a big chunk of change to the 26-yard line of Hampton.
So even though there was a penalty, the penalty occurred after they had already got the first down, so they still had 1st and 10 on that first down play.
6-yard carry for Silas. Gets the call again, and he's wrapped up and wrestled down by the Pirates, and a nice spinning tackle by Jordan White.
Jordan White over there making the play. So now this Pirate defense once again for 3rd down situation to try to get off the field.
3rd down and 6. Ball sits at the Pirate 26-yard line.
Pirate Nation, it's a Cooper Hurley 3rd down.
Third down and 6 for the Rams. A quick strike caught right near that marker. Let's see what the official gives him. And the official signals fourth down. He's short.
He's short. Good play on defense. You saw the wing that time, 81 for the Rams, set up from the wing on the left side with a 12-yard or maybe a 10-yard out that time. But as a receiver, you want to at least get to the chains so that you will be close enough to get the first down. But nevertheless, here comes a fourth down.
And that was Tommy Smith, the senior, with the catch. Sets up a fourth down and short. All the big bodies in. The give, and easily across that line for first down yardage.
Yeah, Malik Grant that time with the carry, and he was able to muster about 2 or 3 yards, but you only needed 1. So first down and 10 now for the Rams as they drive inside the Pirates' 20-yard line.
So the Rams had a 38-yard touchdown run wiped off the board, but they are threatening again, now officially inside the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Helms takes the snap, hands off Silas, and he's got nowhere to go. Stumbles in the backfield for a loss, and that was A.Key Nance provides the pressure.
A.Key Nance in the backfield to stop that play. Ran through the center, right into the backfield. Loss of yards that time for the Rams.
6'3", 275-pound graduate uses that big frame and causes some disruption. 6 minutes left first quarter, no score. And Helms with a two-step drop. Looking, and his man fell down, and that was Marquise Buchanan. He had an opening, and maybe if he'd have caught his footing, could have made an acrobatic catch. Throw a little bit off target, and it leads to a third down and long.
Yes, Buchanan with a crossing route near the end zone, but as you said, lost his footing, not able to get close to catching that football. So here we go again, another third down coming.
This is where you want to be if you're the Pirates. The last few third downs they've had to face have been third down and short.
Short, yes.
Now you got third down and about 12 from just outside the 20-yard line. Helms 2 of 5 on the day. Over the middle, a one-handed grab, but nowhere near first down yardage. Only to the 16-yard line, and here comes the field goal unit for the Rams.
Yes, your back coming out the backfield that time on a little button hook in the middle of the field, but not even close to a first down. So the defense does their job. Got a lucky break on the penalty, but nevertheless, I'm sure the Pirates will take it.
Let's see if the special teams can make something happen as Ty Groff is in to attempt. Short field goal try on the way. And this one is good. So the Rams thought they had a touchdown on 38-yard carry by Malik Grant, but they'll have to settle for 3. As we go to break, it will come back to the Pirates with another crack at it. You're watching the CAA on Flow Sports.
Officially licensed Hampton University merchandise at the local bookstore.
Surrounded on 3 sides by water, Hampton University is one of the most beautiful university settings you'll find anywhere. Faculty, staff, and students are making a difference in the global community through service and science. We challenge our students to excel at the highest level. We are the standard of excellence. But most importantly, Hampton University is delivering the #1 student experience in America.
CAA football is action-packed.
CAA football is thrilling.
CAA football is gritty.
CAA football is competitive.
CAA football is grit and grind.
CAA football is exciting.
CAA football is tough.
CAA football is relentless.
CAA football is persistent. CAA football is incredible.
CAA football is excellence.
CAA football is lights out.
CAA football is the standard.
CAA football united in excellence.
Being the car crash experts means knowing how to fight the big insurance companies about the cases that happen every day in our community.
Injury law is all that we do. We don't do anything else. We don't do anything but injury work, primarily car crashes.
We say no need to worry because that is the truth.
No need to worry. Call Cooper Hurley.
The car crash experts. 333-3333.
A 3-0 lead for the visiting Rhode Island Rams. Welcome back to Armstrong Stadium at Hampton University. Rhode Island with a 10-play, only 30-yard drive that took up 4 minutes and 47 seconds after a 3-and-out by the Hampton Pirates the drive prior. And now Hampton getting set for their third possession of the game. Nathan Epstein alongside Terrence Green, former Hampton great wide receiver, here for the Pirates.
But that's the style of play that the Rams want to do. They want to play with a short field, take time off the clock, run the football, only use the pass when they need to.
And the first kickoff, the opening kickoff of the game, sailed out of the end zone, and this one sails into the end zone. Back-to-back touchbacks for Ty Groff, showing off that big leg, who, by the way, is now 3 of 4 on field goals for the season, as Hampton is getting set to take the field once again. And we'll see what quarterback takes the field. We've seen Chris Zealous get the start. Malcolm Mays took the snaps on the second drive, and here comes Mays, trots back onto the field for the third drive of the game for Hampton.
Yeah, Mays is in the game, and it's interesting to see because Zealous actually drove the team down the field on the first possession.
It is true the Pirates seem to have a little bit better rhythm when he was in, and first play of this drive is a give to the running back, and that is Tymere Robinson.
And what you're really seeing is when Mays is in the game, he uses Robinson and Snipes as his two backs. When Zealous is in the game, he mostly uses Barris.
Robinson hasn't seen a ton of snaps this year, but when he is in, he is
very effective.
He's very effective. He loves to barrel through defenders. He's totaled 93 yards and 2 touchdowns this season. Blitz is on for Rhode Island. Mays steps up. Nothing open. A little flip to Robinson across the 35, close to the 40-yard line. Not much of a pickup, but it does pick up a first down.
Yes, good job by Mays, not seeing anything downfield to throw in the receiving department, but able to roll out. Little quick pitch that time to Robinson. Robinson does the rest on his own for the first down.
A little more deliberate for Mays as opposed to the quick trigger style of Chris Zealous. Another carry, I believe that's Robinson, close to the 40-yard line.
Robinson on the carry. Yeah, Robinson has a lot more size than Barris. So when you see Robinson rumbling through the front of that defensive front line, you know he can put some weight and some pounding on that defense with his size.
Offensive line that's really starting to find its footing in 2 games against Norfolk State and against Howard. Really racked up the rushing yards. And another give to Robinson. Just lost his footing. A shoestring tackle by the linebacker prevents an even bigger gain, but it does set up a third down and manageable.
Yeah, Mays with the read option that time. And Robinson, as you said, if it wasn't for that shoestring tackle, he might be still running.
Big third down at the 43-yard line. Christian Greenlaw, the man in motion.
One thing to note, Kevin Johnson not playing today, one of the top receivers for the Pirates, out with an injury.
Takes the give, the catch, and the yards after catch across the 40-yard line, Dorian Moultrie. A third down conversion deep into Rams territory.
Dorian Moultrie with a 10-yard stop pattern over there on the right side. Mays with the outstanding throw, and Moultrie does the rest. First down, Pirates.
Mays back to work over the middle to the 20-yard line. Believe that is Kamari Gray. No, that's Dorian Moultrie. Back-to-back catches.
Yeah, that time with a little pump fake. Moultrie with an outstanding move to the outside. Ran upfield with a little slant. Mays right on target for the first down.
By the way, Moultrie hasn't caught more than 2 passes in a game so far this year. And as we are early in the first quarter, late in the first quarter, he's already got 2. Mays, a little flip to Robinson across the 20, and he is sandwiched between a couple of defenders. Cole Brockwell, the redshirt senior linebacker, was the first there.
And what you're seeing is the Pirates doing a great job of keeping this defense off balance with some run here, mixing a few passes, little outs to the outside to the back, coming out the backfield. Good job so far by this Pirate offense.
And the Rams defender is on the field. The trainers have to come out to tend to him. Can't see who it is yet. Game reset. It is 3-0, Rhode Island with the lead.
Timeout on the field.
Staying right here with the action, Nathan Epstein, Terrence Green. Game reset for you. Pirates were the first on offense in this game, and they took it all the way down deep into Rams territory before an awesome interception by Ayinda Johnson. Took it right out of the hands of Kamari Gray. Rams couldn't do anything on that possession, but after a 3-and-out by Hampton, 10-play, 30-yard drive, Rams had a 38-yard touchdown wiped off the board and had to settle for a field goal, and that's where we sit at 3-0. But the Pirates, after a big catch by Dorian Moultrie, back-to-back catches by Moultrie, and here we go. As they tend to the injury, we're going to take a break and be back after this. Second down for the Pirates in the Rhode Island red zone. Mays with a design quarterback keeper, and he is wrestled down by a whole host of white jerseys.
Yeah, as you said, Nathan, a design quarterback keeper to the left side. On the short side of the field, you saw 3 receivers set up to the right side. Mays went opposite direction, picked up a short gain.
Third down and a big one for Hampton. Ball's at the Rhode Island 14-yard line. Pirates go 4 wide with Elijah Burris, the running back, to the left of Mays on a man in motion. Mays a perfect 4 for 4, but he's not going to throw it. Design quarterback keeper, and the Rams snuff it out. And that's Cole Brockwell, the team's leading tackler, the first out of that pile after bringing down Mays.
Yeah, Brockwell had that play read all the way. A design quarterback draw that time by Mays, and nowhere for him to go. So here we go. Field goal attempt coming now for the Pirates.
Here comes Brian Chahosky, redshirt sophomore. Short field goal, and it's on the way, and it's good. So each team with a pair of field goals, and we sit all square at 3.
And another good drive that time by the Pirates, able to use Mays in a lot of different ways that time, whether it's with his legs, throwing the football, getting some running plays from Robinson. So the Pirates mixed it up on offense, able to put 3 points on the board. The scoring drive, Nathan, was 10 plays, 59 yards, 4:53 time elapsed on that drive, so nice drive by the Pirates.
Well, and I was going to ask you, it seemed like we were here sitting wondering why we didn't see Chris Ellis on that second drive, but Malcolm Mays really started to find his rhythm a little bit, and so far in this game, he hasn't missed a pass, a perfect 4 for 4.
You see the Pirates going to Mays quite often. Sometimes they go to the hot quarterback, whoever's doing, moving the team. But in this case, Zealous did move the ball on the first possession. He did throw an interception, but other than that, he drove the football. But Mays now, in his second possession, able to drive the team down the field. So you can't go wrong when you have two quarterbacks who know how to lead the team on the field.
By the way, Jahosky is 4 of 5 on field goals so far this season, and here he is setting it up on the tee. Managed to tie things up, 3 apiece, as we wind down the final seconds of this first quarter. Jahosky with it teed up, puts the laces into it. And this one is a high pooch punt. Receiver has to come up to catch it across the 20-yard line, and nowhere for him to go. Just across the 20-yard line to the 22, and that is it.
Great job by the Pirates special teams getting down and making that play. Nowhere to go for the receiver. So here we go. Defense once again on the field, and now with 3.5 seconds left here in the first quarter. So looking at getting ready for the second quarter here. And this is what, the first time that we've played Rhode Island since 2001.
Yeah, it's been only the third matchup all time between these two teams. Yeah, first meeting all the way back in 1972.
Wow.
So these meetings are pretty spread out. Helms
Oh,
is rocking it. Ball is out. The Pirates scoop it up for the scoop and score touchdown.
And what a play by the defense.
Chris Eaton Jr. eats it up, and he's got 6. The last play of the first quarter is a scoop and score touchdown.
And as we wait for the replay to see who actually caused the fumble for the Pirates, but great job by that Pirate defense. Here we go.
Oh, that was a free rein hit. And Eaton was right there. Right time, right place, and in the blink of an eye, once down 3-0, the Pirates are leading 10-3.
Darius Gooden was the person from that safety position coming from the outside, as you said, Nathan, untouched. And nowhere to stop the defensive back from going in and stop the quarterback. Great job by the Pirate defense.
A fumble, scoop, and score touchdown. Hampton with a 7-point edge. Rhode Island back on offense as we get the second quarter started after this on Flow Sports.
Let's give it up for our little pirate. Green Pirate Peter, run for his money. Hampton fans, the force is heading to California for the 2025 Honda Diamond Van. We're excited to represent Hampton University on the big stage, but we need your support to make it happen. Scan the QR code on the video board or visit www.humonstreforce.com to help us reach California and show the world the power of that force. Every contribution helps us get one step closer to this incredible opportunity. Let's come together and make
Hampton with a 10-3 lead after the play of the game. Darius Gooden came shot out of a cannon, just obliterates Hunter Helms on the last play of the first quarter. Ball hit the deck, and Chris Eaton was right there to scoop it up and rumble 22 yards for a scoop and score defensive touchdown.
And that's the first touchdown this season by the defense. So a great job by the Pirates, just able to put some points on the board. Obviously, you won't get points any way you can, but when you get them from the defense, that makes it even more impressive.
And of note, this is the first time in this series. Mind you, these two teams have only met 3 times in their history. But this is the first time the Pirates have eclipsed 7 points in any of those games. Shut out in the first game in 1972, and then only managed 7 points in the second game back in 1991 rather than 2001. So first time the Pirates have eclipsed 7 points in this series.
And I want to say this is the first time Rhode Island has been to Armstrong Stadium. So they're getting a piece of Armstrong, the heritage of being at Hampton University, this great university, this great campus. And it's a beautiful day for a football game.
Start of October, but it still feels like shades of August with how hot it is down on that field. But yeah, I'm sure it does conjure up some pretty good memories for you as well. Helms still the quarterback after getting blasted on that last series. And a big gaping hole. Here goes Malik Grant across the 40 and taken down from behind. And this time there are no flags on the field to bring that one back. Malik Grant all the way to the Hampton 20-yard line.
We talked about Malik Grant off that right side. The zone read play. Big pickup for the Rams.
I believe that was Jordan Watkins brought him down. And this time around the right side, Grant rumbles over the goal line for the touchdown. Just like that, 2 plays, 2 carries, but this one again, flags on the field.
This one is coming back.
And Malik Grant is...
Offense number 67, 10-yard penalty, first down.
And that's Jordan Cooper, the senior from Dallas, Texas, with the infraction, transferred in from Northwestern State. And if you're Malik Grant, you got to be thinking, how many times do I have to get into the end zone before they count one of these things?
I'm telling you, he's doing a great job of getting to the outside that time. Nobody touched him, but holding on that right side, so that play is coming back.
And that last big run, 55 yards. Got him all the way down to the 20. Ball's now at the 30. And the give this time, Silas. A sidestep, but he's taken down after a minimal gain.
And at what point will we see Helms possibly fake that play to the right and keep it himself, because he looks to have a lot of real estate on that left side if he was to fake that running play.
And I'm starting to wonder if maybe there's an injury to Devin Farrell, because these two quarterbacks have seen quite a bit of action all this season. Head coach Jim Fleming has liked to see both quarterbacks on the field, but so far today, it's been only Hunter Helms. The senior, the transfer from Clemson, 3 of 6 on the day. Drops back, looks end zone, and it's tipped away at the last second. An excellent defensive play by the Pirates.
Outstanding job.
Omar Ibrahim knocked it away.
Ibrahim did a great job of just stalking the receiver, got his hands on the football, knocked it away as the receiver attempted to get in the end zone, so good job by Ibrahim.
A third down and forever. The line to gain all the way to the Hampton 11-yard line, and the ball sits on the 29. Helms, 3-step drop. Floats it, has got a man, but it's picked off! Darren Burton with the interception.
And Helms with that floater, Nathan. I mean, you and I probably could have ran under that when they called it. I mean, just too much air on that football. And what a job by the Pirates on defense, even though you had the long run by Grant, but to no avail because the Pirates got off the field on defense, 1st and 10 for the offense.
The Rams have had 14 points wiped off the board so far today. And there's Burton. Now, the only problem for Hampton is he steps out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Yes.
So now the Pirates have their backs up against the wall. Mays still the quarterback, and they're throwing out of the end zone. And a nice connection for the completion.
Looks like Wimberly with the reception.
Sure was. Jaden Wimberly, the redshirt sophomore, transferred in from Lehigh. Makes the catch and gives them a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6.
And one thing about the Pirates, they have a mixture of wide receivers. Over 5 receivers have caught 10 or more passes on the season.
This time a give, and not much room for Elijah Burris. Has not found a lot of openings so far today.
Not a lot on the running game so far for Burris. Before that play, only 3 carries for 17 yards, so.
And that sets up a 3rd down, but manageable. We'll call it 4. Line to gain looks like the 12-yard line.
Look for a zone read this time, and Mays possibly keeping the ball himself.
Mays, wide throw, and goes up to get it, and that's a catch. Brennan Ridley brings it down. The freshman has really come on strong after making his debut back against Virginia Union. 15 catches, 180 yards so far in the season, one of the tops on the team.
Absolutely a great job. Going up, catch the ball with his hands. Nice pass by Mays, 1st down Pirates.
Design quarterback keeper, but he is stuffed. And that was big number 99, Wesley Neal Jr., the team captain. Couldn't move that big body, and he was right there to meet Mays. And another injured Ram is down on his backside.
Looks like cramps. Again, you know, looks like they're cramping up a little bit this week. Sure, Rhode Island is not as warm as this.
Well, I tell you one thing, yeah, you beat me to it. It's feeling pretty hot, especially on a turf field.
Right.
You know what kind of damage that can do, especially under the hot sun.
Absolutely.
10-3, Rhode Island was driving. They had a Malik Grant touchdown run wiped off the board for the 2nd time today. While they tend to the injured player, we're going to take a break and come right back with the Pirates back on offense.
Let's pack the Convocation Center and focusing on building communities through teamwork, respect, honesty, and quality. Contact us at montanaconstruction.com for your new and renovation construction projects. Back in the truck.
Back at Armstrong Stadium after an injury timeout, Hampton with a 10-3 lead. A defensive touchdown. It's really been all defense for the Pirates today. Nathan Epstein alongside Terrence Green to bring you the action on Flow Sports. Terrence, we've had 2 touchdown runs by Malik Grant for Rhode Island wiped off the board, and all they had to show for it is 3 points. And meanwhile, after the second touchdown run wiped off the board, you had Darren Burton with an interception for the Pirates, who just converted a 3rd down, and here they have it 2nd down and long on their own 18-yard line. Start of the second quarter. Swing pass. Jaquan Snipes is wrapped up in the backfield. Back-to-back losses. That was Emmanuel Gomes. Defensive back came up to make the tackle. 14th solo tackle of the season.
The swing pass to the outside in the left flat to Snipes, but nowhere for him to go with the football. 3rd and about, what, 13, Nick?
Yeah, give or take. Line of gain is the 30-yard line. They're at their own, we'll say 11. Mays deep drop, zips it, middle ball is tipped, and a dangerous chance for Ayinda Johnson, the one closest to it for Rhode Island, almost had his 2nd interception of the day.
I'm going to tell you what, pass was intended for Abe Williams, but I'm going to say this. Perfect pass by Mays. I mean, he hit him right between the defense. Mays had a nice sharp pattern that time where he was able to find a little passing lane in there, but he got to finish the play by catching the football.
So the offense has to catch up to the defense if you're Hampton. Haven't seen anything from the Pirates offense since they gave it away on the Rhode Island side of the field in the first quarter. And with 10:38 left to go, second quarter, punting unit back on the field for Hampton. And more flags, and this one looks like it's going to be a full start against the Pirates.
Yes, false start is probably going to be what the flag is on the field for.
Offside.
Okay.
Defense 21. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
You had everybody on Rhode Island side pointing to the Hampton side talking about a false start, but it looks like they were drawn.
It looks like 21 for the Rhode Island. Jayden Griffin was offside, so he kind of made the Pirates right tackle move.
Doesn't change anything, really. Starling gets this one away. A very short, wobbly punt, but it's muffed on the deck. And he recovers it for Rhode Island. Wow.
Yeah, that would have been big.
Almost a dangerous turnover. That was Gabe Sloat, the running back for Rhode Island, playing return man. Hit him right in the chest, pops up into the air, and almost gave Hampton the ball back at the Rhode Island 45. Instead, it's 1st down Rams.
Yeah, it's a muff that time by Sloat, but able to dive on the football and recover it himself. But almost another break for the Pirates here as we approach 10 minutes in the second quarter.
Game is slowed down just a hair from the quicker pace we had in the first quarter. All set up at the Rhode Island 46-yard line. And now for the first time today, we have Devin Farrell in at quarterback. First pass of the game, Marquise Buchanan across midfield. Some pushing and shoving and wrestling going on with Omar Ibrahim.
Yes, Abraham and Buchanan jawing at it with each other a little bit, but no harm, no foul. 2nd down.
Silas with the short run to the 46-yard line. And that brings up a 3rd down and short.
The 3rd down, an opportunity now for the Pirates once again to get off the field on defense. As you said, Farrell in the game at quarterback for the first time. We talked about him. We knew it at some point, unless he was hurt, he was going to come into this football game.
And the give, no, that's Farrell with the keeper. And a first down run all the way to the 31-yard line. And that is what you bring Farrell in for that double threat. He can run it, he can throw it.
Yes, second leading rusher on the team, 25 carries, 121 yards on the season. So you know he's a threat to keep the football.
341 yards of offense in his first career start. This time he hands off Silas. One man to beat into the end zone. And this time there are no flags on the field.
Off that right side, once again, the right side of the Rhode Island offensive line making a hold that time that basically went untouched for the touchdown.
Deion Silas, the transfer from Iowa State, with his first touchdown of the season for Rhode Island. And 2 plays later, Rhode Island an extra point away from tying this thing up. On the way, and we have a tie ball game. 10-all with 9:06 left to play. Quick strike offense for Rhode Island. Capped off by Deion Silas. Touchdown run, and that is where we stand, all knotted up at 10. Now, if you're Hampton University, Terrence, I think at some point your offense has got to take hold of things. The defense can only do so much, and here is that run by Deion Silas.
And it looks like the Rams are attacking that left side of the Pirates' defensive line, because that's the second time, even with Grant on his long run, it was to that same side, basically the same play. So they must see something that they like on that side of the football. And now what do you do? As you said, if you're the Pirates, you have to find some offense. You go back to Zealous now and see if he can give you a spark.
That was Will Hicks, the defensive back for Hampton, that Silas left in the dust. The redshirt freshman from New Orleans couldn't catch up to him. Deion Silas, the senior from Memphis, Tennessee, showing some speed on a 22-yard carry to the end zone. Back and forth game, the Rams took the first lead 3-0. Hampton tied it up with a field goal of their own. Defensive touchdown on the last play of the first quarter gave Hampton the 10-3 lead. And now it's Rhode Island with that running game ramped up.
And Zealous on the sideline with his helmet off, so you're probably going to see Mays once again for this next series for the Pirates at quarterback.
Now, while Rhode Island's offensive stats, at least in the conference, seem to be lacking, I tell you what, they really seem to be better off today. And the ball, a little squibber, and it's picked up across the 20-yard line. Room to run, and finally sandwiched by a couple of Rhode Island defenders at the 30-yard line. Still a pretty good return.
Pretty good return by the Pirates that time. And like we were talking about prior to the kickoff, what do you do on offense to get this offense started? Haven't had much to, except maybe that first drive, but that was when Zealous was in the game, but they actually drove down the field before he threw the interception.
So here comes Malcolm Mays, back at quarterback, 7 of 8. Now he's been throwing the ball pretty efficiently. Only 57 yards, but completing 88% of his passes. And Mays right back to work through the air. Pocket collapses, in trouble, still alive. And he's tackled by Cole Brockwell. And I believe that will go down just barely as a sack.
Yes, you're right. Maybe a one. Well, it looks like it's still at the original line of scrimmage.
Very close.
But the one thing you haven't seen from the Pirates in their passing game throughout the season is any explosive plays on the passing game.
Did have one explosive passing play to Dorian Moultrie, but like you said, to your point, it really has not been
throughout the season
consistent. Yeah. Second down and long. Elijah Burris with a big hole close to the 40-yard line, and there's a big pickup of 9 yards, sets up a third down and 1.
Yes, on the season, Burris was coming into this game maybe 6th in the conference in rushing. So when does he break off one of those explosive plays that the Pirates need from him in this ball game?
Burris, 6 carries for 27 yards, and flags all over the place.
Yes, and if it's a false start, those are drive killers.
False start. Offense, number 71. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Right on cue. That is indeed a false start on Zach Perkins, graduate, transfer from South Florida.
So now you go from 3rd and maybe 1 or 2 to now 3rd and 7. So now you probably have to go into a passing play just to try to get this first down.
3rd and 6, and Mays 7 of 8. Also rushed a few times. 2-step drop. Wide side, well over the head of Elijah Burris. And as you said, Terrence, that's a drive killer.
Yeah, that's a false start because you had it. When you have 2-3 yards on a 3rd down, the defense is off balance because they don't know if you're going to pass or run. But when you go to 3rd and 6, you're probably going to be passing. So they were prepared for that. They even sent a blitz in that time on Mays.
Back-to-back punts for the Hampton offense. Now, they almost caught a gift last time. Punt was muffed, and this one sent high in the air by Starling, and another muff. But he called for a fair catch, so he can't advance it. And talk about a lucky bounce of the ball right back in his hands.
Slope is a gift that keeps on giving because he's trying his best to give.
I will say, yeah, it's almost a gift. He's trying to give it away.
I'm telling you.
But Gabe Sloat, the redshirt senior, is having some problems fielding punts. And you have to wonder at what point.
Well, you can't watch the return. I mean, the defenders coming down at you. You have to look the ball all the way in, especially once you do a fair catch. So you know you're going to be okay. Just catch the football.
Devin Farrell is back in at quarterback for Rhode Island. And the give, Malik Grant had a 55-yard run not long ago, this time across midfield into Pirate territory. Malik Grant is starting to get rolling here, Terrence.
Yes, and we talked about him as our player spotlight to begin the football game. Grant warming up. My count is 5 carries for 78 yards, not counting that last play, so he's getting close to 100.
We're not even at halftime yet. They go right back to that ground and pound. Malik Grant this time wrapped up. And I believe that was Will Hicks with the tackle for Hampton. Hicks, who, by the way, was the man that Silas beat for the touchdown on the last drive. And now this Rhode Island offense starting to get revved up, especially on the ground. And this time a fake and a keep. And a slide down close to the 40-yard line, and the official spots him exactly where he gave himself up. Devin Farrell, the redshirt sophomore, transferred from Virginia Tech. And he brings up a big 3rd down.
And one thing with Farrell, the Helms didn't give you was that opportunity to run the football from the quarterback position. He faked that time, Grant to the right side, and we talked about it earlier. I thought Helms was going to probably keep it, but Farrell, as you see, can do it.
Farrell 2 carries for 18 yards. He's also 1 of 1. Second pass attempt of the day is batted down. And that was Terrence Lane, the second, getting those big mitts in the air. The transfer from Brown knocks it down, and that brings up a 4th down.
4th down, and they're going to look like they're going to punt the football.
Orion Moultrie is the man back for the Pirates, right at the 10-yard line. Devin Walter in to punt it away. Only the 2nd punt of the day for Walter. Low snap, end-over-end kick. Moultrie comes up to make the catch, and a wise catch just inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
A short punt that time, because the Pirates could have easily been deep into their own territory, but not bad field position on the 17 or 18 coming out, so the Pirates will get a 1st down opportunity here, and once again, who's coming out at quarterback?
Sure
staying
enough,
with Mays.
they're going to stay with Malcolm Mays. So head coach Trent Boykin sees something in Mays that he likes, and it's not that we're in any way trying to pick on Chris Zealous at all, but obviously something in this game plan that seems to favor Mays just a little bit more. 5 minutes, 22 seconds left, second quarter. The give and the handoff. Jaquan Snipes, like a bowling ball, gets all the way to almost to the 29-yard line. A big carry.
Yes, he just barrels on that left side, running over defenders. But 9 yards on that play, so Snipes showing that ability to run over defenders and get close to a first down.
They go right back to him, and he gets through for a first down to the 34-yard line. Back-to-back carries for Snipes.
Snipes is one of those running backs, Nathan, that usually doesn't go down on that first contact.
Yeah, it's very hard to bring him down. Snipes, 6 foot, 215 pounds. Low to the ground type runner. Third straight carry. This time it's Tymere Robinson that gave Snipes a break, and he churns out 5 yards to the 40-yard line. So now the Pirates offense a little bit more methodical.
Yes, doing a good job with the zone reads that time. Robinson very similar to Snipes in build, and he'll run on top of you as well. So using that size and that power to pick up big yardage.
Christian Greenlaw in motion, and this time a design quarterback keep. Gets a block from Greenlaw across midfield to the 45-yard line. They mark him at the 44. Excellent blocking by Christian Greenlaw, the tight end. Broke his quarterback free, and now the Pirates have something going here.
You knew at some point he was going to keep it with that zone read. Fake to the back, left side, first down for the Pirates.
And a little reverse and a flip. A little bit of room close to the 40-yard line, and finally brought down.
But I like the idea of doing something that they usually don't do on offense, which is a reverse to try to break open a play there on offense.
3 minutes, 10 seconds left, clock ticking away. Drive that started on the 16-yard line. And a flip after the fake. Greenlaw across the 35, a first down catch to the 33. Slowly but surely, the Pirates moving it forward.
Greenlaw that time out in the left flat. Nice little flip pass that time by Mays. Another first down for the Pirates.
And Terrence, the Pirates really starting to utilize a lot of weapons on this drive. Maybe a free play. Mays looking long, looking for Moultrie. Went for the one-handed grab, incomplete.
He's a rec league team right here.
And I wonder if, based on the action we just saw, if Mays thought that there was an offsides flag on that play.
I thought he tried to draw him offsides, but no flag on the play. Went for the big play to Moultrie on that right sideline. Second down for the Pirates.
Double back formation, Elijah Burris in motion. They fake the swing to him, and this time going right back to the air. Ridley makes the catch down to the 3-yard line.
And as you said, Nathan, you saw Burris go out with a little swing. Mays with the fake to Burris in the flat to the right. Ridley with the long pass downfield close to the touch end zone.
And a design quarterback keeper, Malcolm Mays, stretches across for the Hampton touchdown.
Great play that time by Mays, just faking the inside.
Result of the play is a touchdown.
Running play to Robinson. Check that Burris kept it himself for the touchdown.
Malcolm Mays engineers an 84-yard scoring drive that gives Hampton the 6-point advantage with an extra point pending. And as you said, Malcolm Mays fakes to Burris, takes it himself. Hampton touchdown while they tend to the injured player. We'll take a break and come right back with Rhode Island getting the ball back after this. Ryan Jahowski in to attempt the extra point. It's up and it's good, and Hampton retakes a 7-point lead after an 84-yard scoring drive enginered by Malcolm Mays.
1 minute and 56 seconds left in the first half. The score: the Pirates 17, Rams 10. How about some noise for those Pirates? And 7 points. More points for the Pirates. Watch the cadets drop down and give us 7. Hampton fans, it's election season. Please make sure you're registered to vote.
Whoever talking about
registered, stop by the voter registration table hosted by the NAACP and the Ben Cameron Chapter.
Hear that?
Outside business. Every sack is a sack to give back. For every sack the Pirates make this season, Food Line Feeds will donate 1,000 meals to feed our neighbors in need.
Hey, how you doing? Touchdown. First down.
Pirate family, homecoming is coming fast. Secure your escape at Strawberry Bank tickets now at home.hamptonu.edu/homecoming now. Don't miss this epic celebration. Fans, don't forget to stick around post-game to watch Heritage High School Band take the field.
Malcolm Mays with an 84-yard touchdown drive. He did it with his legs. He did it with his arm. And Brendan Ridley, excuse me, I'm calling him Calvin Ridley. Yeah, Hampton wishes Calvin Ridley were on the team, but Malcolm Mays finishes it off with a diving touchdown effort. And Brendan Ridley with the big catch that set up the Pirates right at the 2-yard line. And with 1 minute 56 seconds left to play in the first half, it's Hampton with a 17-10 lead over Rhode Island in this, the third all-time meeting between these two teams. A series, if you could call it that goes all the way back to 1972. Second time they played after that, 1991. And now, this matchup, the Pirates have well exceeded their point total in the first two matchups.
Absolutely, only 7 points in the total in the first two matchups. But the one thing you talked about, the pass by Mays to Ridley, Ridley actually made a great catch because he had to go from inside and swing his head to the outside to catch it with his hands on his left shoulder. So the pass was not the greatest pass, but really did a great job of just bringing that ball down.
So Rhode Island is going to resort to the 2-minute drill here. Rhode Island back on offense with Devin Farrell, the quarterback, redshirt sophomore, the transfer from Virginia Tech, who's really had some spots of explosiveness, has run it a few times, has just been unable to get it going with his arm. Third pass attempt of the day, and this time with an easy completion, first down yardage. Tommy Smith, the reception for first down.
And you can do more with Farrell at quarterback because he has the ability to not only throw the football, but he's a weapon with his legs. He can get to the outside. So there's a reason why he was the leading passer coming into this game for Rhode Island. Looks like an injury.
And that is not something you want to see if you're Hampton. That is Xavier Marshall, the leading tackler on the team, being taken down to the training center.
But he ran off on his own, so hopefully he'll be back soon.
It looks like an upper body injury. He was kind of slumping a little bit. Either way, that is a player that Hampton wants to get back on the field as soon as they can.
Absolutely.
First down for Devin Farrell and the Rhode Island offense. Deep drop. Farrell escapes. Looks long, and what a throw and what a catch. Catch is made by Greg Gaines, second leading receiver on the team from Tampa, Florida. Tremendous poise by Devin Farrell to keep his eyes downfield and find Gaines for the big first down.
And able to throw the pass in that zone, in that little weak spot where the corner was up, the safety was behind the receiver, able to throw the pass over the corner for the reception.
Sets up a first down on the Pirates side of the field, 49-yard line. Farrell stands strong in the pocket. It collapses, and Farrell goes down. Chris Eaton Jr. No, excuse me. That's 57, Terrence Lane, not 97, who gets in and brings him down.
Absolutely. My namesake, Terrence Lane, with the pressure that time on Farrell, able to get the sack. So much needed sack because the Rams had gotten into the Pirates' territory. So good job by Lane with that sack.
And Rhode Island is forced to take a timeout because the clock would have continued to run. And so with 1:23 left to play, both teams back on the field. And it's still Devin Farrell. Hunter Helms got the start for Rhode Island, and it has been Farrell who's done a good job running and throwing. All set up just on Rhode Island's side of the field at the 48-yard line. Farrell again under pressure, manages to get it away, and it's picked off! Will Hicks, the redshirt freshman, takes it away. The pass too high from Farrell.
And the pressure that time caused Farrell to throw that ball a little high.
You said give it to me.
And what a job by that Pirates front four, as well as the safety coming in, putting some pressure with a blitz.
And Will Hicks just had to sit there and watch it fall right into his mitts. And now, how's this for a turn of events? Hampton can really take advantage. Ball at the 40-yard line. Elijah Burris gets the carry across the 45. Plenty of time to work with if you're the Pirates.
Still have all 3 timeouts. So we have plenty of time, 3 timeouts. Chance to probably score again, Nathan, before halftime.
And they're letting the clock run just a little bit. It's at 50 seconds and counting. Burris again with the carry, and this time wrapped up after only a 2-yard gain. And now you got to start thinking about timeouts, and that's exactly what Coach Trent Boykin does.
And maybe thought they were going to take a timeout prior to that.
At least if you're not going to take a timeout, as Hampton does take its first timeout of this half, you thought that if they were going to let the clock run, they would have worked a little bit faster.
Yes.
And so here we sit after an 84-yard touchdown drive by Hampton that gave the Pirates a 17-10 lead. Pirates have also scored a defensive touchdown in this one after a massive hit by Chris Eaton on Hunter Helms. Popped the ball loose, and rather I should say Darius Gooden popped the ball loose, and Chris Eaton scooped it up and took it 22 yards.
Yes.
And we have seen also a touchdown carry by Dayon Silas, the senior from Memphis, Tennessee, and the transfer from Iowa State. Malik Grant, our player to watch for Rhode Island, has had 2 touchdowns wiped off the board. 38 seconds left to work with for Malcolm Mays. Quick drop and a quick throw, and this one is caught. Brennan Ridley. Pardon me, that's Marshawn Ferguson, excuse me. But it does result in a first down to the Rhode Island 48-yard line.
You got to move fast now. Clock is running.
25 seconds left. Pirates refusing to use some of their remaining timeouts. Flag on the play. Off his back foot, Brennan Ridley had it knocked away. Malcolm Mays has lost his helmet.
Now we have a holding penalty against the Pirates.
Chris Ellis has to come onto the field. The rule is if you lose your helmet, you have to sit out for one play. And now how does this change the math, Terrence? Because 17 seconds left, a holding penalty puts you back into Rhode Island or your own territory. And at this point, I'm not sure, unless you're willing to take a few chances down the field.
Foul, shot block, offense, high-low blocking combinations, number 71 and number 5. 15-yard penalty, replay first down.
And that's
quarterback's helmet came off. He must leave for one play.
And that's a lot worse than a holding penalty. We both thought it was holding, but it's a illegal chop block.
Instead of 10, but if you're the Pirates, you probably take this 7-point lead, go into half with the momentum, get ready for the second half. Let's see, though. I would go into victory formation, but that's why I'm standing up here.
But we're glad you're up here. Chris Ellis with Jaquan Snipes to his right. And you got to think that they'd be content just to hand this off, play ball security, and let the clock wind down. Brennan Ridley is in motion. Looks like a busted play, and Zealous just has to cover it up and go down for the sack.
Yeah, that's why with 17 seconds, momentum in your favor, take this lead. We'll take it.
Gabe Solomon's the linebacker with the sack, and the final seconds tick away. A back-and-forth battle between these two teams, but it's Hampton with the 17-10 lead as both teams head to the locker room for halftime. An entertaining first half. It'll be Rhode Island receiving things to start the second half. We're going to go to break, and we'll come back with some halftime analysis in a few minutes. For now, Nathan Epstein, Terrence Green to bring you this CAA showdown on Flow Sports. Back in a few minutes.
Hampton family, this afternoon we're recognizing our student athletes for their academic accolades. Hampton University athletic teams placed 200.
Being the car crash experts means knowing how to fight the big insurance companies about the cases that happen every day in our community.
Injury law is all that we do. We don't do anything else. We don't do anything but injury work, primarily car crashes.
We say no need to worry because that is the truth.
No need to worry. Call Cooper Hurley.
The car crash experts. 333-3333.
Hampton University is delivering the #1 student experience in America, surrounded on 3 sides by water. Hampton University is one of the most beautiful university settings you'll find anywhere. From our world-class research centers to our dedication to the arts and our athletic programs where we build leaders and champions, we challenge our students to excel at the highest level. We are the first and only HBCU with 100% control of a NASA satellite mission. The Hampton University Proton Therapy Institute is the largest freestanding proton beam cancer treatment center in the world, where we are easing human misery and saving lives. Hampton University, faculty, staff, and students are making a difference in the global community through service and science. We are the standard of excellence. But most importantly, Hampton University is delivering the #1 student experience in America.
Field must be 3.0 or higher. Lady Pirates finished the season with a 3.38 GPA. To be named an all-academic athlete, the athlete must have a cumulative GPA of more than 3.25. They also need to achieve a certain level of performance in the indoor and outdoor season. In the outdoor season, the athlete must have participated in any round of NC2A Division I outdoor track and field championships. All 6 of the athletes that were named all academic athletes competed in the primary round of the NC2A Championship in Lexington, Kentucky. Joining the student athletes on the field, our Executive Vice President and Provost, Dr. Betty Stewart, Athletic Director Anthony Henderson, NC2A Faculty Athletics Representative Novell Dickinson, and Associate Athletics Director
Ladies and
Chief Ranger Trey Rawls, and I am the band's expect, the voice of the marching force, Mr. Justin A. Ranger, Senior, Harry Phoenix. This could be you. Ladies and gentlemen, the show is over.
Hey, there's a pharmaceutical commercial coming on.
The pharmaceutical commercial about eczema and itch is on right now? It's starting.
Imagine this, a mild to moderate eczema treatment that targets inflammation at a key source right where you need it, without steroids. Nailed it. Imagine using one single cream to help clear skin and kick the itch. Oh, it's not imaginary. It's Opzelura, eczema treatment reimagined. Opzelura is proven to help clear or almost clear skin and significantly reduce itch fast. Imagine that.
Opzelura can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB or hepatitis B or C. Serious lung infections, skin cancer, blood clots, and low blood cell counts occurred with Opzelura. In people taking JAK inhibitors, serious infections, increased risk of death, lymphoma, other cancers, and major cardiovascular events have occurred. The most common side effect was the common cold.
Imagine a single steroid-free cream that provides eczema relief at your fingertips. That's Opzelura. Relief reimagined. Ask your eczema specialist about reducing itch fast with Opzelura.
Stadium. Back to the action here as we get the second half started. Nathan Epstein along with Terrence Green. And run down some numbers in the first half. Hampton outgains Rhode Island 224 total yards to 219. Hampton did a bulk of the passing damage with 114 yards to 61 for Rhode Island. As far as the rushing goes, fairly even, but Rhode Island got the better of the Pirates, 158 to 110. Penalties pretty much about even. Same thing with first downs, third downs, so a fairly even game. And T. Green, that's pretty much why we're sitting at a 17-10 game right now.
And I thought coming into this football game that they were evenly matched on paper. Total yards, as you said, pretty much identical. Both teams doing what they do best, run the football. But the Pirates have been better passing the football. Malcolm Mays, a couple of nice plays in the last drive that the Pirates had. So, I mean, right now the Pirates are in a good position. But now, who made the better adjustments at halftime?
And Farrell uses the legs for a first down carry across the 35-yard line. And Farrell, the redshirt sophomore quarterback, really showed some potential for what he can do in that first half. Farrell 3 of 5 passing for only 37 yards, but he has rushed it now 4 times for 20 yards.
Yes, he can be dangerous whether he's passing or running the football. Dual threat quarterback.
First down, 35-yard line. Farrell, the give. Malik Grant. He is so dangerous across the 40-yard line. Has had 2 touchdown runs wiped off the board in the first half. A 38-yard scamper and a 20-yard scamper wiped off the board, and an injury timeout early on in this second quarter.
9 carries over 100 yards for Grant on the game, so he's already over 100 yards.
So what do you expect to see? A fairly evenly matched first half. You saw some big moments as Pirates seem shaken up, and that is Xavier Marshall, who hobbled off the field earlier in the second quarter and almost looked like he was holding that same exact left shoulder. He is in obvious pain right now.
Marshall probably got a stinger, and those are hard to overcome because it usually takes about a week to overcome those stingers, and they can last even longer than that.
And that, again, is a big loss if Marshall cannot go, the team's leading tackler. 20 solo tackles, 25 total heading into this game. Farrell, the fake, throws off his back foot. Buchanan went up for the catch, but it's knocked away. An excellent defensive play by Omar Rahim, who has been all over the place at the safety position.
Yes, outstanding job. Buchanan went up to catch the football, but the contact looked like Will Hicks, 20, was the defensive back that time on the play. Did a great job of just separating the ball from Buchanan's hand. Third down right now for the Pirates on defense.
Third down and 3. Farrell, an easy throw and catch. Malik Grant turns on the afterburners across the 40-yard line, and that's about where they spot him. Malik Grant, dangerous running, dangerous catching, and he has got a lot of speed to utilize.
Absolutely. He was wide open and left flat that time, and Farrell just threw the ball out there in the flat, picked up big yardage for a first down.
And they go right back to Grant, and this time he is barreled over. And an excellent defensive stop there. Corey Yeoman, a redshirt sophomore, laid the lumber on that one on Grant. Said, not this time. And Grant continues to chalk up those rushing numbers. Now 10 carries, 115 yards. The graduate. They go right back to Grant. Stiff arm. Stays on his feet, gets the corner. Close to the 30-yard line. And that gets to the 32-yard line of Hampton. Rhode Island getting that running game going, and they are moving it.
That's what makes Grant so dangerous. Even though you thought they had him in the backfield, he used his speed to get to the outside. once he turned the corner, he becomes a better runner because he has that speed.
Third down for Farrell on the offense. And they go right back to Grant, wrapped up, and he's short of it. Excellent tackle by Jordan White. The graduate transfer from James Madison makes the stop.
Jordan White up there to make the play that time, stopping Grant for a short gain. So here comes a big fourth down for this Pirate defense.
Third tackle of the game for White. And they're going to keep the offense out there on 4th down and 2. Rhode Island trailing by a touchdown. 3-1 on the season, 1-0 in the CAA.
First
and a timeout for Hampton.
Hampton, 30 seconds in life.
It was Rhode Island who took an early timeout in the first half, and this time it's the Pirates. So T. Green, tell me what you've seen from this Rhode Island offense that's made them so effective as we get things started here in this third quarter.
Malik Grant, I mean, they used him running the football. They threw a short pass to him. He was able to pick up big yardage on that play. So when you get Farrell, who has the ability to throw the football as well as run, mix in some Malik Grant, that's why they're very, very dangerous in the running game and sometimes in the passing game. But give the Pirates defense credit. They've been bending some, but they've not been broke. So they've been doing a good job slowing this Ram offense down as they approach deep into the Pirates territory.
Big 4th down and 2. 4th in the CAA, 75% converting 4th downs. Farrell's the quarterback. They give Malik Brown. Not much room. It's gonna be close. Officials say he didn't get it.
Short.
And the Pirates defense holds again.
And that time, Farrell faked Grant, kept it himself. Nowhere for him to run. That front four for the Pirates was just there to make that stop. Great stop getting off the field for the Pirates on defense. First down for the offense.
And between 2 interceptions this game and now a stop on 4th down, this Pirates defense is really earning its keep today, T. Green.
As I said, you've seen Rhode Island drive into the Pirates territory, but defense they've been bending but not breaking.
So now the offense under the control of Malcolm Mays. Hands off, short gain, about 2 yards. And that is Jaquan Snipes with the first carry of the half for the Pirates.
So sticking with Mays here as we start this second half.
Mays 10 of 13, 101 yards in the first. Elijah Burris, the running back, right next to Mays. 3-step drop, middle, caught. No, they say incomplete. The intended target, Dorian Moultrie.
Yeah, Moultrie with a good opportunity to catch the football. A little button hook pass pattern that time. Mays with the good pass, but Moultrie not able to hang on. But he was short of the first down anyway, so you still would have had a 4th down.
3 and out for the Pirates offense to start the third quarter. Brett Starling is in to punt it away.
Previous plays under further review.
Well, now they're saying that they're going to take a look at that pass. Maybe he did catch it. Now, we didn't see it from up here. It looked...
I didn't see the ball hit the ground, but the official was right on the play. That would decide whether or not that was a catch or not.
Now, even if he did catch it, it's going to depend on the spot.
Short, yeah.
It's going to depend on the spot. It was very close to it, but I think you and I both agree it looked like it was short of the line to gain.
About a yard or 2, and not in a situation where you want to go for it in that situation because you just.
So here's a good look at it. This is probably what the officials are looking at as well. Again, it has to be indisputable video evidence for them to overturn it. Ball's in his possession there, but it looks like the ball might have hit the turf there.
And I think give credit to the defensive back on that play. Didn't catch the number, but he did a good job of putting contact on Moultrie as soon as the ball touched his hands, able to knock the ball free from Moultrie 4th down coming for the Pirates, and shouldn't take the officials long to decide whether or not the ball hit the ground.
17-10 lead for Hampton University. They've had a defensive touchdown. Scoop and score touchdown on the last play of the first quarter. Malcolm Mays engineers an 84-yard touchdown drive, capped off with his diving touchdown to cap that one off. And here we stand at 17-10. Only touchdown for Rhode Island, Deion Silas with his first touchdown run of the season.
But they've had other opportunities to score. Grant in the end zone, at least on 2 occasions, called back because of penalty. So we've seen Rhode Island get in the end zone, but once again, penalties can hurt you, especially when when you're scoring. You don't want to be called for holding or bringing those plays back.
A little surprised they're taking this long?
I'm surprised they're taking this long. From our vantage point, it looked as if the ball hit the ground, but hey, maybe they see something we don't see. And as a person that loves good receivers who can catch the football, if he caught that one, I'll give Moultrie more respect.
Malcolm Mays has been the quarterback for Hampton the entire game since taking over for Chris Zellis. The last time we saw Zellis was after that interception throw. Really, he did step in for one play because Malcolm Mays lost his helmet.
Otherwise,
it's been all Malcolm Mays, and a pretty efficient showing.
And if you're zealous and you're in this situation where you have 2 guys that can pretty much start for most teams.
The field incomplete pass, 4th down.
Not surprising.
Yeah, not surprising. I mean, from our vantage point, it definitely hit the ground, but officials took their time, got it right.
Now, T, here is the interesting part. Guess who's back to receive? It is still number 5, Gabe Sloat, who has had some problems fielding. You talk about a gift that keeps on giving. He has tried to give it away twice.
Well, Coach Fleming has a lot of confidence in Sloat.
Starling sends it away. He's gonna let this one bounce.
There was no way he was going to catch that one, or even attempt to catch it.
Wisely not. Rolls inside the 30-yard line and 29-yard line, and that is where Rhode Island will set up their offense. 9:23 remaining, 3rd quarter.
But going back to what we were talking about, Zellis and Mays at quarterback. You said Zellis hadn't played much since the first possession.
During the kick, holding, return team number 34, 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
I will say, if there's one thing that I would ask of these officials, it's throw the flags where we can see them.
Well,
we can't seem to see them.
They've thrown them late.
Yeah. So either way, it is a holding penalty that knocks Rhode Island back 10 more yards. And so rather than starting on the 28, they'll have to start on the 18-yard line. The 19 is where they'll officially set up.
But that last point about Zellis, didn't do much to lose his job, so I know it has to be a confidence thing where he has to try to figure out what did I really do wrong.
Devin Farrell still the quarterback for Rhode Island. The fake, and Buchanan, had to go right through his hands, and maybe a good defensive play there because Buchanan had his hands on it, could have been a big gainer. That was Owen Edwards. Pardon me, that was actually Jade Whaley.
And give credit to Darius Gooden with the pressure that time on Farrell.
And our player of the game to watch for Hampton, Jaden Whaley, the young defensive back, the freshman who really made an impact last game with 10 total tackles. And another excellent knockaway by the Pirates. This time, Randy Jordan got his mitts in there.
Yeah, Randy Jordan and late flag.
Yep.
I thought that was perfect defense that time. Contact with man right when the ball was there. I thought it was a good defensive play.
After the play is over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 20, his first of the game. 15-yard penalty, 1st down.
Probably over-celebrating the play. Did a great job over there. But as you say, and you hear sometimes, act like you did it before. Supposed to knock the pass down. That's his job. So, you don't have to show up the other team because you make a great play.
And that was Will Hicks, who has had a up and down go of it so far today. The redshirt freshman from New Orleans was the one that Silas beat for the touchdown, and now after making a great defensive play, a little bit too much barking, draws the flag and the handoff. And look at who it is.
That's our guy, Sloat.
That is Sloat trying to do what he can on the ground. Gabe Sloat, the redshirt senior, gets his hands on it for the first time today at running back.
Well, it's good to say something positive for the young man because the only thing we've talked about is him muffing punts. But now in the game as a running back, good job on first down.
And now back into the game. Farrell locks in. Buchanan is wide open, and Farrell just missed him. It was a surefire touchdown, and Farrell overshoots him.
You're exactly right. Buchanan had beat the defense, got past the safeties, wide open, would have had a short touchdown, but Farrell just overthrew him.
Only one touchdown on the season for Buchanan, and that would have been number 2 if Farrell had put it on target. And so now that sets up a 3rd down and 5. Rhode Island 4 of 9 on 3rd down. A wide open man, and again Farrell off target. Looking for Sean Harris Jr., who was open. It would have been close to that first down marker, but it falls incomplete, and that sets up 4th down.
And another blitz that time by the Pirates on defense. 24, Darren Burton with the pressure that time on Farrell. Caused him to throw the ball a little earlier than he wanted to. 4th down for the Rams.
Darren Burton with an interception today, and now a quarterback pressure leads to a 4th down. Pirates back off, give him room to punt it away. Moultrie tracks it down, makes the catch at the 20. Oh, he's wrapped up by his neck.
Face mask.
But no flags as of yet.
You got face mask or you possibly horse collar. No flag.
No flag.
I don't think it's replayable, so you can't show a replay.
Timeout on the field, and we'll be back with Hampton back on offense. Hampton back on offense, leading 17-10 with 8:28 left to go. We were talking about this during the break. Moultrie on the return. And I guess from that angle, maybe he got him by the shoulder pad, potentially. But I tell you one thing.
Looks like a horse collar.
That had to have been something, but the officials did not throw a flag. No penalty. And so the Pirates with it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It'd be nice if the Pirates can get a drive here, try to get some cushion with this lead.
Malcolm Mays with a swing. Kamari Gray not much in front of him, and he's going to lose a big chunk of change on first down.
The Rams had that play snuffed out from the beginning.
Pirates have not really been able to get anything on the edges today, T.
The Rams do a good job of stringing plays out, and the Pirates can't use their speed on the outside, getting plays upfield. They tried that play several times where they throw the ball out and flat to the receiver, but not much going that time.
3 of the last 5 drives have ended in punts for the Pirates. One of those, though, the end of the half. And a handoff and a big hole, and at least some of that yardage gained back. Elijah Burris on the carry.
Just a little straight dive through the middle, trying to get, as you said, some of the yardage back. Burris picked up about 5 or 6. Still got a third down and about 7 maybe.
Called about 7, yeah. Pirates with only 1 offensive touchdown this game.
All 3 phases can get it done for you.
Now they've certainly got it done on defense today. Offense has been spotty, but has still been fairly efficient. Malcolm Mays, 3-step drop. Pressure's coming, and the catch is made. And they do say it is a catch, but not enough for the first down. Brennan Ridley hauls it in, and it wasn't enough for first down yardage. It'll bring up 4th down and 2, and so the punting unit for the second straight drive comes back on the field.
And if you're Ridley, you have to get to the sticks, get the first down, because running a 5-yard penalty when you need 7, you probably want to go upfield at least 6 or 7 yards so you have an opportunity to probably get that first down.
Sterling into punt. Sloat is the return man for Rhode Island. And a beautiful punt. Sky high, fair catch called for, and this time clean as a whistle. Hauls it in.
Sloat basically said, "You're not going to talk about me. Keep talking about me."
Although a great story for Sloat. It's true. He's had a rough game as far as fielding punts, but here's a guy who team captain and went from walk-on in 2019 to team starter. So one of those guys who you can always count on, that goes to work every day, works hard, and has worked his way, now a redshirt senior, into the starting role. So, yeah, may have had a bad game on receiving punts,
Please
but
reset
still.
the game clock to 6 minutes, 29 seconds, 6:29.
Those are the kind of players you want on your team, the ones that bring their lunch box to practice every day, bring that mannerism, hard worker. You want those kind of guys on your team.
North Kingstown, Rhode Island.
6 minutes, 29 seconds, please. Thank you.
Clock reset. Took about 6 seconds off the clock. And Devin Farrell has been shaky throwing the ball the last couple of times, but he's back in at quarterback. Have not seen Hunter Helms since he fumbled that. And here comes Malik Grant around the edge. First down carry. Grant continues to have a big day.
Dangerous. Grant is dangerous whenever he touches the football, especially when he gets to the edge.
Hurry up offense, and they go right back to Grant. Left side again. Still on his feet, rumbles over midfield. Grant with 2 big first down carries. Before that carry, he had 13 for 135 yards, and his day just gets bigger and bigger.
Well, we knew coming into the game, Grant was going to be special. But the problem is you need to slow him down and don't let him keep getting these big gains.
Grant had 141 yards, 3 touchdowns in that win over Long Island. And that third touchdown came with 1 minute and 8 seconds left to give them the win.
Nowhere that time, though. Good job by the Pirate front 4. Slowed Grant down.
And Grant is now up to 14 carries, 151 yards, and he has still got a quarter and a half to play.
10.1 yards per carry. What a
weapon.
Stat line.
That's a weapon, Coach.
Absolutely.
And Farrell to throw. Launches. Buchanan is out there. An excellent defense. The Rams sideline looking
for a flag.
But they're not going to get it.
like Jaden Whaley. I got Jaden Whaley with the play that time.
Yeah, the freshman who had 10 tackles in that last game, our player to watch for the Hampton Pirates, has been stellar at defensive back. Has to go to the sideline for a minute, and that brings up 3rd and long for Rhode Island.
Look for pressure from the Pirates. Here it comes.
4 of 10 on 3rd down. Farrell launches. Again, had a man open. That was Greg Gaines. Just could not deliver on target.
Now Farrell throws the ball way too high. Not even close to the receiver. Once again, that Pirate defense bends a little bit, but not breaking. You see Grant get a nice couple of few gains, nice runs, but the defense holds.
Farrell is now 1 of his last 7. He's really struggled throwing the ball, and see, that's with receivers open.
Receivers have been open.
Now, I don't know if that is a good thing if you're Hampton.
Well, they've been doing a good job of recovering, though, once the receiver is open. That's all you want to do, but the ball is in the end zone.
Barely scoots across the end zone, and that'll set up Hampton at the 20-yard line. 4 minutes, 47 seconds left to play in this 3rd quarter. Neither team able to get anything going beyond their own side of things, and player of the game so far has to be Malik Grant with 15 carries, 152 yards. He's thinking he should have 2 touchdown carries had they not been wiped away from penalties.
Right, he'd probably be close to 200 yards if it wasn't for the penalties.
Here comes Malcolm Mays. Solid day, 12 of 15, 102 yards. Had 103 prior, but a couple of those yards taken away because of good Rhode Island defense and a give on a 4-yard carry. That is Tymere Robinson.
Yep, Tymere Robinson with the carry.
6 carries, 28 yards on the day for Robinson.
And you've seen a lot of Snipes and Robinson replacing Barris in this football game. If you can recall, about 3 games ago, Barris ran the ball over 30 times. And coach didn't like that, so he said he was going to mix it up a little more and bring in some attempts from other running backs.
Well, if you look down the stat sheet today, it's been a pretty even distribution. 8 carries for Burris, 6 for Snipes, 6 for Robinson, 6 for Mays. Fake the toss. And the easy completion over the middle. Brennan Ridley close to that 1st down marker, and they do say 1st down.
And the Pirates needed that because you want to try to get some separation in this football game. You want to at least make it a 2-score game versus a 1-score game, which it is right now. So a nice drive here will help the Pirates immensely. 4th
catch of the day, 55 yards for Brennan Ridley. He leads the team in receptions and in yards today. Again, freshman has really come on strong since that strong game against Virginia Union. And again, another handoff. This time, Tymere Robinson barrels over 1 defender, only gets 3.
The Pirates content to mix it up, little run, little pass. Mays in control for most of this football game.
3 minutes, 10 seconds left, 3rd quarter. Pirates with the lead, 17-10. Malcolm Mays has been the quarterback ever since the first drive of the game. Chris Zellis got the start for the Pirates. And the fake from Mays to Elijah Burris keeps it himself close to 1st down yardage, about a yard short.
Yeah, nice zone read that time by Mays with the fake to Burris and kept it himself to the right side, picked up good yardage, 30 short.
This is where you want to be if you're Hampton. And Burris hit at the line of scrimmage, but manages to muscle his way for a 1st down.
Don't be fooled by Burris' size. He's a tough cookie.
1st down. Pirates, another field goal. State Farm.
Yeah, Burris, 5'10", 185 pounds, so you wouldn't think that he is a guy that's going to run over a lot of people.
But he does.
He's got the heart of a 6'5" running back. Mays off his back foot. Brennan Ridley open over the middle. Ridley races to the end zone for his first touchdown of the season.
Wow, way to stay in there, Mays. With the teeth of the defense coming right at him. Ridley coming through late with a slant right across the middle of the field. Great pass, great catch. Touchdown, Pirates.
I made the mistake of accidentally calling him Calvin Ridley, but you know what?
He looked like him on that one.
He looked like Calvin Ridley on that one. Extra point try on the way. Brian Jahoski gives the Pirates its largest lead of the game. 24-10. Pirates ahead of Rhode Island. Back to break, and Rhode Island back on offense after this.
Hello.
Wale, what are you up to?
Terry, I'm on set. I'm shooting a commercial for the Hampton Protons Men Health Fair.
Wait a minute, didn't you do that last year?
I did, and the year before that. You get screened for prostate cancer. A bunch of our NFL friends will be there, bringing awareness to the community and talking about taking control of our health.
You know what? I need to get screened. Maybe I should come up for that. My brother Wayne is a survivor. Maybe I'll bring him with me.
I guess we can make room for a former baseball player.
Brennan Ridley with a 57-yard touchdown catch and run has given Hampton a 24-10 lead with 1:52 left to play in this third quarter. Nathan Epstein alongside the former Hampton wide receiver great Terrence Green, and Terrence from one wide out to another. What did you think of this play?
I thought the play was slow developing, but it was designed that way because Ridley came over a little late. Mays stayed in there, found Ridley coming across the middle. Easy touchdown, actually, because he was wide open.
Career day for Brennan Ridley now. 5 catches, 112 yards by 4. His best of the season. Been targeted 5 times and can't do it much better than that. And Hampton, 24-10. They lead it over Rhode Island, and this the third all-time meeting between these two teams. Hampton 0-1 in the CAA. And about a quarter and some change away from their first CAA win of the season. That's Sloat on the kick return to the 25-yard line, and that is where Rhode Island will set up.
Now, if you're the Pirates, you want to get this killer instinct. You want to put them away. Don't give them any hope. A 3 and out here would be great if you're the defense for the Pirates.
34. 5-yard penalty be added to the end of the play. First down.
Penalty on Hampton will give Rhode Island an extra 5 yards. And now if you're Rhode Island, T. Green, where do you go from here? We've talked about Devin Farrell, the redshirt sophomore quarterback, transferred in from Virginia Tech, has really struggled throwing the ball. He's one of his last 7 and really has been trying to find a rhythm. And the Pirates have really keyed on him running the ball as well.
Well, the one thing you're seeing is they're putting a lot of pressure on him. They don't want him to have time to just stand in the pocket and throw the football.
Hasn't had much time, that's for sure. Farrell 4 of 13 for only 55 yards. Walks in middle, and there there is a big gainer across the 40-yard line. Finally wrapped up and brought down. Sean Harris Jr. with a big reception.
Number 67 of the offense lost his helmet during the play. He must sit out for one play.
And that was Trey Everett III, brings him down all the way inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A 61-yard hookup. Just like that, Rhode Island back in business. Farrell back to the air, has got a man, and you gotta think the flags are gonna fly, and sure enough, you saw plenty of the jersey being tugged on.
Well, it was the only way he was gonna stop him from catching a touchdown, so he, as a defender, not like the NFL.
Defense number 3, 15-yard penalty, first down.
It's not like the NFL where the ball goes to the spot, 15-yard penalty.
That's Darius Gooden on the infraction.
Yeah, he was beat on the slant that time on the little post to the inside. And he did the only thing he could do was pull the jersey.
And Silas looking for his second touchdown of the game, and he's in. Rhode Island, just like that, is back in it.
Well, we just talked about it, Nathan, letting them score. I mean, that was just way too fast. He had a 2-touchdown lead, and now Rhode Island back in his football game, only down 1 score.
Deion Silas, the senior from Memphis, takes it to the house for the second time today. 8 carries, 58 yards on a drive that took no time at all. And the kick on the way is good. As Ty Groff hit the turf, no flags, and we are back to a touchdown game here at Armstrong Stadium. And now, T. Green, this is what you were talking about a second ago. Hampton delivers a punch that puts them up by 14. Rhode Island responds, and now if you're Hampton, okay, game on.
You got to respond back. Now, but if you're the Pirates on defense, you simply can't let them go down the field that quickly, though. I mean, that was pretty much as easy a touchdown as you're going to get, where you just drive right down the field in 3 plays and get a touchdown. And now, if you're the Pirates, you want to know how to have success. Chance to win your first CAA football game of the season. You're up 2 touchdowns. Don't over-celebrate. You got to finish this football game.
And he is something you were talking about a few times, working on that left side. There is something on that left side of that defensive line that they seem to like, because Malik Grant has attacked that side. You have Deion Silas has attacked that side, and it seems to still be working. Touchdown game here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Ball sails into the end zone for the touchback. And Hampton will set up at the 20-yard line. Their last drive resulted in a 57-yard hookup from Malcolm Mays to Brennan Ridley for the touchdown. Now we'll see if Hampton can duplicate that production.
And it doesn't help that Jordan White out of the game with the injury.
For Hampton?
In the secondary?
Yeah, but that's Xavier Marshall.
Xavier Marshall is out. So Xavier Marshall, that's probably something that you got to look at as well. He's out of the secondary for the Pirates.
And he's
probably gone for the game.
And he's almost the beating heart of that defense, the leading tackler on the team, and he is somebody who the defense looks at as a quarterback of that side. Malcolm Mays back on offense for the Pirates. They give Elijah Burris. And he rumbles for about 3 yards to the 19-yard line, the 29.
Now you want to make sure, protect the football. And get a nice drive here to get this lead up to two scores again.
Less than a minute left in the 3rd quarter. Mays and Jaquan Snipes is the running back. And Snipes fakes to him. Malcolm Mays with the keeper across the 40-yard line. Nice first down carry. All the way to the 43-yard line.
Well, he does a great job on his own read, Nathan. That time he just read the defensive end, pulled it from Snipes at the last minute kept himself to the left side, picked up big yardage.
Mays has really come into a rhythm here. Last couple of drives, Mays 14 of 17, 165 yards and that long touchdown to Brennan Ridley. And it looks like Pirates are content to jog it down to the other side of the field. The clock will wind down, and that will wrap up an entertaining third quarter. Both teams trade blows. Hampton with a 57-yard connection for a touchdown made it a 14-point lead. Rhode Island responds with a quick touchdown drive. We got a 7-point game heading into the fourth quarter. It's going to be a good one. Back after this on Flow Sports.
Hey, there's a pharmaceutical commercial coming on.
The pharmaceutical commercial about eczema and itch is on right now?
It's starting.
Imagine this, a mild to moderate eczema treatment that targets inflammation at a key source right where you need it, without steroids. Nailed it. Imagine using one single cream to help clear skin and kick the itch. Oh, it's not imaginary. It's Opzelura, eczema treatment reimagined. Opzelura is proven to help clear or almost clear skin and significantly reduce itch fast. Imagine that.
Opzelura can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB or hepatitis B or C. Serious lung infections, skin cancer, blood clots, and low blood cell counts occurred with Opzelura. In people taking JAK inhibitors, serious infections, increased risk of death, lymphoma, other cancers, and major cardiovascular events have occurred. The most common side effect was the common cold.
Imagine a single steroid-free cream that provides eczema relief at your fingertips. That's Opzelura. Relief reimagined. Ask your eczema specialist about reducing itch fast with Opzelura.
Start of the fourth quarter, Nathan Epstein alongside the former Hampton wide receiving great Terrence Green. Malcolm Mays back at quarterback. The fake, the flip, Brennan Ridley. Last time he touched the ball, he rushed 57 yards for a touchdown. And this time it's a short gainer. Barely anything, as a matter of fact, back to the line of scrimmage. So that sets up second down and 10.
It really came in motion. A little short pass out in the right flat, but not much going that time, only 1 yard, so second and about 9.
Hampton 0-1 in the CAA after losing to William & Mary 49-7 last week. 1 quarter away from their first conference win of the year. And the give, short gain Tymere Robinson. No, excuse me, for the first time. For the first time this game.
Fresh legs.
That's actually
Donovan Shepard.
Donovan Shepard. First time we've called his name this game. Whole stable of running backs getting into the action.
Shepard's a different kind of back. Small but quick.
Big third down coming for the Pirates right after Rhode Island scores a touchdown. Rhode Island shows blitz, and a man may have crossed the line. Free play. And Dorian Moultrie with a comeback catch. First down for Hampton.
Good job by Mays drawing him off sides with a free play that time. Moultrie wide open.
Offside. Defense number 43. Penalties decline. First down.
It's a big play.
And Hampton is now inside Rhode Island territory, trying to close this deal. Mays now 16 of 19, 166 yards and that one touchdown.
The stats, the stat line for Mays.
Man in motion, that's Moultrie. And Mays was trying to fake it and keep it and just lost his footing.
He faked it that time to Barris and just fell to the ground.
Now what I'm interested to know is, how does that go down in the stat book? Is that a tackle for loss even though he wasn't tackled? Does it go down as a sack? I'm not sure how you mark that one because nobody really touched him.
Exactly. Probably the closest defender would get credit for the sack.
Second down and long. Ball's at the 39-yard line with Burris in motion. And that's exactly where they go. Burris with a little bit of room to operate, spins across the 35 and close to the 30-yard line. Burris, again, we talked about it, only 5'10", 185 pounds, but
it is a lot bigger.
It is hard to bring him down.
You know, I don't know if you ever heard of the term of a running back that runs angry. That's Burris. For his size, he runs like, if you're going to stop me, you better be prepared for this one I'm going to give you with this 180 pounds because I can really give you a wallop.
Preseason All-CAA running back.
Another big third down.
Burris off the field has 10 rushes for 48 yards. Big third down for the Pirates. Two-step drop. Mays steps up. A lot of room to run. A first down carry across the 25-yard line.
And as you said, Nathan, just before the Pirates got this possession, if they want to score, you got to go right back at them and score again.
And Hampton with 11:35 left to play, up by a touchdown. You're almost in Brian Chahowski territory because the name of the game here, T. Green, is just putting
points on the board.
Just putting points on the board. Tymere Robinson rumbles across the 15, and they inch a little bit closer.
And I love the way the Pirates have answered Rhode Island because I said earlier, you want to pull a team away, don't give them any confidence.
And Rhode Island is gasping. Quick swing, Elijah Burris slides. Small gain, but it's enough for the first down.
That's my man Kamari Gray over there in the left flat. And that may be his first reception on the game. Definitely no more than 2. We talked about him earlier. Good catch over there. He picked up the first down, though.
And that was Kamari Gray, and it was his second reception of the game. And there's Jaquan Snipes lines up to the left of Malcolm Mays. And a 3-wide set. Man in motion, Hassan. And the give. Snipes manages to stay on his feet across the 10-yard line.
Pirates should be in no rush. Going to eat clock and still put points on the board.
No huddle. They go right back to work. Quick swing pass. Kamari Gray stretches. Couldn't get to the end zone, but he does get the first down.
I know Kamari wanted that touchdown.
Yes, sirree. Playing in front of his hometown fans, played high school ball right down the road. Jaquan Snipes lines up, gets the call, but he is wrapped up by the Rams in the backfield.
It's okay. Second and goal still. You're on the 4-yard line.
Sean Pelkison was the one to take Snipes down in the backfield, and that sets up a second down and goal.
Not sure why the clock is stopped. He'll be running.
And he's telling clock operator just that, the official. Second down and goal. Ball just inside the 5-yard line. And another free play. Lobs to the end zone, but flags stopped this thing before it ever got started.
Let's see who's going to call it on.
Now, obviously, we're up in the press booth. It looked like the defensive line moved first, but the officials are
They're talking about it.
Talking things over.
False start. Offense number 14. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
One of the few mistakes Brendan Ridley has made this afternoon. A freshman with a career day, over 100 yards receiving and a long touchdown reception, but that one...
Well, I know as a former receiver, the play was coming to him. He was anxious.
As a young receiver, I guess that's when you got to tell yourself, just do your job.
Just relax.
Just relax and do what you know how to do.
Absolutely.
And now it sets up the Pirates back just inside the 10-yard line. Still second and goal. And the give. And that was Elijah Burris. Gets to the 5-yard line.
This is a big play call coming because you have a lot of different options here. And you can almost look for Mays to do some type of RPO here, Nathan, where if the run is there, he may give it to the running back, or he may keep it himself, or he may even pass the football. And so look for some type of RPO on this third down play.
TK Payson is in at tight end, along with Tyler Hatcher, the tight end. Tymere Robinson is the running back. More whistles.
Timeout.
And sure enough, Hampton with 8:20 left to play
Hampton
decides it's a good time to use their second timeout.
It was a big play because you know that if you can get a touchdown here, obviously it's going to be a 2-score game, but you want to get that cushion versus, maybe having to get 3. So, and not a bad timeout to talk about it.
Here's a look at Trent Boykin, the interim head coach, taking over for Robert Prunty, who left the program after spring ball. And Coach Boykin, after a bit of a shaky start, lost the season opener to Morgan State by 2. Great game, back and forth right here at Armstrong Stadium, and was trailing Virginia Union in their second game of the season, but came back to win that one comfortably. Reeled off 3 straight wins, including a big one over their crosstown rival, Norfolk State. Had a big one up in D.C. against Howard, 27-20. And they ran into a bit of a buzzsaw last week against William & Mary, who again has really been one of the top teams in the CAA since
top
Mike London took over the program.
Actually in the country.
Yes, sir.
Top 10.
Here we go, third down. Malcolm Mays lobs it. Kamari Gray there in the corner, but it's
There's
over
a flag. There's a flag.
It was over his head, incomplete, but the flag was thrown.
Here goes was it catchable? No, interference against Rhode Island.
Pass interference. Defense number 24. The foul occurred at the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
Ayinda Johnson, the redshirt junior, the transfer from Long Island.
No doubt about it.
Holds on to Kamari Gray's jersey, and Johnson had the interception in the first quarter, but makes a big mistake there and sets up Hampton first and goal. Hampton trying to put this one away. 8:18 left to play. Hampton has only trailed 3-0 in this one. Since then, they've either been tied or have led. I formation, not something you see too much of in college anymore. Elijah Burris close to that goal line, and he is pushed backwards to the 2-yard line.
Also, quarterback under center. Don't see that much often either.
Not really, not in the college game.
Even the pros. I mean, shotgun or pistols, all you see nowadays.
Brendan Ridley and Kamari Gray come back into the game for Hampton. Clock continues to tick, and this is what you were talking about, T.
No rush.
No rush. Let the clock wind down. And this is where it's interesting. You'd think they want to keep it on the ground just to play ball security because a field goal here is still huge. Burris, the running back to the right of Mays. Burris.
Sure.
And he once again is stopped.
They're saying the ball came out. I thought he was down.
Rhode Island is signaling their ball. Let's see what the officials say.
Third down coming.
Now we got trainers back onto the field.
Ruling the field as the runner was down. It'll be third down. Timeout for offensive injury.
And while the trainers tend to the injury, we're going to take a break. Big third down coming for Hampton on the other side of this break on Flow Sports. After the injury timeout, a big third down on the way for Hampton, leading by a touchdown with 7:16 left to play. Rhode Island responded well with a touchdown drive of their own to cut what was a 14-point lead down to 7, and this is what the officials were looking at a second ago. Elijah Burris was the ball carrier. The Rams were saying the ball was knocked out. Now, the ruling on the field...
Looks like the ground caused it.
The ruling on the field was... the ruling on the field was that his arm hit the ground, and so that's where they kept it, and it'll be third down coming. Once again, the interesting I formation. Wasn't interesting 15 years ago, but here we are. Third down and goal. Takes the handoff.
Wide open.
Wide open. Tymir Robinson makes the catch for the touchdown.
And what a call of play action pass that time.
They showed run, the Rams guessed run, and Malcolm Mays with a perfect fake and a little toss to Robinson in the end zone.
And it was a toss because it didn't have much zip on that pass.
It took a while to come down, didn't it?
It took a while. But I like the play call. Everybody in the house thought we was going to run the football.
And Jahoski makes it a 14-point game again with 7:02 left to play. Let's take another look at it.
You want to talk about a floater.
Robinson was probably sitting there waiting for that thing, saying, any day now.
And the defender almost got over there,
you
know, to make a play, but Robinson able to bring it down.
Well, and that's one of those plays, too, T, where you know you don't have much time to make that throw because the Rams sent the house.
Exactly.
They were playing the run, and they were expecting a run, and they decided to put everything they had towards the middle of that. So, yeah, Mays didn't make the perfect throw, but you can't really blame him either.
No.
Second touchdown toss of the day for Malcolm Mays, and talk about a stellar stat line. 20 of 23, 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns, 87% completion rating. and a passer rating of 188.
Don't forget about running the football. He has 1 touchdown, 10 carries for 40 yards, so he's put on a show. We talked about, we had to say a player of the game. It's Malcolm Mays right now.
Malcolm Mays may be in line for a weekly conference honor if this stat line continues.
Yes.
10 carries, as you said, T, 40 yards, a touchdown carry. Pirates send it away. Here comes Sloat. Flag flies.
Let's see, the flag is on.
During the return, holding. Return team number 84.
Return team.
10-yard penalty, first down.
That is not something you need if you're Rhode Island, if you need scores and you need them in a hurry.
Got a long field to drive. So, but if you're the Pirates on defense, you simply can't have any breakdowns and allow Rhode Island to just drive down the field.
And now the big name we're going to keep our eye on. I don't see him on the field as of right now, but Xavier Marshall is a name that we're not only going to keep our eye on for the rest of this game and the remaining 6:56, but also for the games coming up. He is a crucial part of this defense. Barrel over the middle and a wide open man across the 30, almost to the 35-yard line. Everybody lost track of Big Tommy Smith, the wideout. 6'2", found himself open in the middle of that zone defense, and he gained about 15 yards before anybody knew what was going on.
Wide open in the middle of the field.
Barrel still the quarterback, launches, and there he is again across midfield. And just like that, 2 pass plays, and Rhode Island is in Hampton territory.
Literally just said you can't just let them drive down the field, and they're doing exactly that.
A flag is down. Wow. The pass was off target, and that was very close
to another touchdown.
Sean Harris Jr. was open. Now there was a flag down, so we'll see what the flag is on.
Like the Pirates might have had 12 men on the field. Or, as they say, substitution penalty. Somebody running off.
As it stands, it's 2nd down.
Offside. Defense number 96.
So that was a free play that almost resulted in a touchdown.
I mean, the receiver had a lot of room. Same formation to the right, Nathan.
Sean Harris with only 1 catch on the day, but it went for 42 yards on the drive that led to a touchdown. 6 minutes left. Farrell, 3-step drop. Pocket collapses. Middle, Buchanan turns and goes across the 20. He's got a lot of room. Cuts it inside to the end zone. Rhode Island with 3 plays, and they are into the end zone just like that.
And I'm telling you what, that was outstanding and a great job by Farrell, just taking his time, finding the open receiver, and they just went right down the middle of the field. So whatever zone defense the Pirates were in, probably a 2-deep zone, that left the field wide open in the middle. That whole series.
Tommy Harris with 2 catches got them into Hampton territory, and now 1 throw to Buchanan, and it's a touchdown. And just like that, it's down to a 7-point game. So while the Hampton offense has responded, now it's the Hampton defense that has to pick things up. And here's another look at that touchdown toss by Farrell. And again, comeback reception for Buchanan. And then it was all speed from there.
Off to the races.
48-yard touchdown reception. Wow. Here we stand with under 6 minutes left to play. This Rhode Island team is not going anywhere.
And coming into this football game, Rhode Island was last in the conference in passing.
Wouldn't have thought.
From looking at this, Farrell, even though he had a slow start, he's beginning to pick it up.
3 plays officially, but 4 plays total if you count the offsides. 3 straight completions, that's all it took. 3-play drive, 84 yards.
lot of pressure on their offense to keep scoring. We said you got to match scores, and Rhode Island is trying to do that, but the Pirates continue to come right back at them. So here we go again.
Officially 87 yards. So now if you're Hampton, now the good thing if you're Hampton is Malcolm Mays, this is not a quick strike offense. They like to work the clock, they like to let it run, and that's exactly the style you need right now. All caught just at the goal line. And a lot of room on the return. Oh, and it's the kicker that takes him out of bounds.
That was our guy. That was our guy, the running back. Donovan Shepard.
Donovan Shepard.
And the kicker became a linebacker because he put a nice little hit on Shepard.
Now, T, you have experience returning punts, returning kicks.
Even though I was the slowest receiver we had, I did return a few kicks and punts. Yes.
Nothing against kickers, because I was one myself, but what did it feel like if you ever had the kicker take you down?
You probably, after the game is over, everybody's going to remember that play.
Short gain for Jaquan Snipes on first down, about 3 yards, and here is where, if you're Hampton, you look for that clock to run. Great game at Armstrong Stadium. Hampton has never trailed, they trailed 3-0 at the start of things, but since then, it's been Pirates with either a tie or the lead.
Each time Rhode Island gets close, Pirates find a way to score.
Rhode Island shows blitz, and they bring it. Brennan Ridley with the catch, and he is tackled right
at in bounds, though.
The 35-yard line, and he's taken out of bounds. So, yeah, now the clock is going to stop.
You need to stay in bounds. Another injury.
And another injury timeout, but while they are attending to that injured player, we're going to keep it for you. We're going to keep it right here on Flow Sports. Nathan Epstein alongside Terrence Green.
It was Ridley.
And that is not something you want to see. The leading receiver on the team for Hampton this game has had a breakout game with 7 catches and 113 yards.
They can wind the clock, though, so the clock will continue to run. So they only stopped it because of the injury.
And like you said, as soon as he hits the sideline, the clock continues to run, and it's back to play.
Back to play.
Big third down coming for Hampton. 4:44 left to play. Rhode Island cut it to a 7-point game in just 3 plays. So that offense is ready and waiting on the sideline. Mays looks to throw, steps up, and he's brought down from behind.
It's a big play because I thought Mays had room on the left side.
Devin Hightower, the redshirt junior, played at Michigan State and at Cincinnati with the big defensive stop for Rhode Island, and they call a timeout.
Good timeout.
Timeout, Rhode Island. 30 seconds in length.
But I thought Mays had some room to get that first down, and you got to get Hightower credit on that one.
We'll see how big that is because Rhode Island is going to get the ball back with 4:20 left to play.
Plenty of time to try to get a scoring, tie the score.
And T, one thing we asked about prior to the last drive was what kind of an impact it was going to be without Xavier Marshall, your leading tackler on the field. And it seemed to have a pretty big impact that last drive that took about 20 seconds, it seemed like. It took only 4 plays total. 3 plays officially after a penalty. Here comes Sterling in to punt it away. Does not get off a great one.
Got a good roll, though.
It does. Take a big Hampton bounce all the way to the 20-yard line.
Here we go, defense. The Pirates on defense. Last 2 series, just simply, you can't have breakdowns in the secondary.
Well, speaking of that, based on what you saw that last drive, was there anything Rhode Island was doing differently on offense, or was it just breakdowns on defense?
You know, sometimes you go into, we're not going to say prevent defense, but bend but not break defense. You know, catch everything right in front of you. Don't let nobody behind you. But you got to make the tackle if they're going to catch it in front of you.
Only 2 receivers touched the ball in that last drive. It was Tommy Smith and it was Buchanan. Here comes Farrell back to work, and this time they try the ground game and barely a yard. And now, if you're Rhode Island, the last drive, you had to score quickly. You're down 2 touchdowns with under 6 minutes left to play. Now you got all the time in the world. Only down a touchdown and 3 minutes, 57 seconds left to play.
But on defense, the Pirates still in that 2 deep zone, looks like. Might even be 4 deep.
Farrell back, launches. Wow. Another man open, but overshoots him, and there was some jersey being tugged on that one. And that was Omar Ibrahim. He's going to be called for it, and a little bit of pushing and shoving. Sean Harris Jr. better be careful.
Well, it was Abraham pulled his towel out of his pants, and then Harris got mad at him.
Well, now, wait a minute. Is the towel officially a part of the jersey? I'm just saying.
Not really.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense. Pass interference, defense number 0. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, hands to the face, defense number 95. 15-yard penalty, first down.
What's interesting on that play, they were in the man coverage on the outside. So
that's Roderick.
That's tough when you're in man coverage and all that real estate out there. You're kind of like on an island by yourself.
And that was Roderick Dorsey with the hands to the face penalty. And so now, ball's at the 36-yard line of Rhode Island. 3:36 left to play. Rhode Island has trailed by 14 twice, 24-10. And then 31-17, and each time they have responded.
It won't go away.
Behind the arm of the redshirt sophomore quarterback, Devin Farrell, who's back to pass. Uses his legs, escapes, tucks it, and runs across the 40. Takes a tumble out of bounds. Pirates have to be careful.
That was a flop.
And now we have another Pirate who's hobbling off the field, and that is Terrence Lane.
My namesake, we need you. Oh, I used that word. Just
Terrence Lane with 2 tackles on the day, but he has been instrumental in that defensive line spot.
Can you stop him here from getting in the end zone?
3 minutes, 8 seconds left. Farrell looks long, launches.
Interception, you got a chance.
Oh, and Ibrahim couldn't wrap it up. Had his hands on it, rolled to the turf, and just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, Buchanan, ball sailed way over his head, and Abraham with the opportunity to get an interception.
Another look at it, like you said, wasn't even close to Buchanan. And there's Ibrahim, just couldn't keep his hands on it. But that does set up a 3rd down and 6. Under 3 minutes left to play. Rhode Island has trailed by 14 twice, cut it to 7, and here they are trying to tie it up. Malik Grant, the man in motion. 5 wide for the sophomore quarterback. Farrell over the middle. Buchanan
couldn't hang on.
Is popped after it pops out of his chest.
That's why as a receiver, you need to catch with your hands. Once it hits the pads, you can't bring it in.
And Buchanan paid the price after that one.
And you almost got to be careful. Even the hit looked good, but you make sure there's not a personal foul variety.
Yeah, and now with no timeouts left,
4th down.
Rhode Island is forced to go for it. Biggest play of the game. Here comes the noise at Armstrong Stadium. Fourth down. Farrell on his feet, a lot of room to run.
Got him. It might be short. We'll see. Depends on the mark.
Everett.
Depends on the mark.
Far official has it the closest.
It's close.
Rhode Island signaling.
They gave the 1st down.
And they sure did.
Wow.
Trey Everett thought he had made what may have been the game-ending tackle.
And I thought possibly could probably bring out the chains and get a measurement. But nope, first down.
Our official was the one who made the call, and that's fresh downs for Rhode Island, not out of it yet. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left after the first down scamper by Devin Farrell. A redshirt sophomore, the transfer from Virginia Tech. Back to pass again. And this one is caught over the middle to the 40-yard line, inside the 40. Greg Gaines the third with a big gainer.
The chains moving, but looks like Rhode Island called a timeout.
And a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. First down for Rhode Island. 2 minutes left to play in this one. Rhode Island trying to tie it up.
58 seconds, 1:58. This is the 2-minute timeout.
Traveling for business or pleasure or other reasons altogether, Norfolk Airport is working non-stop to make your trip an easy one. No matter where you land, life takes off from here. So should you.
Being the car crash experts means knowing how to fight the big insurance companies about the cases that happen every day in our community.
Injury law is all that we do. We don't do anything else. We don't do anything but injury work, primarily car crashes.
We say no need to worry because that is the truth.
No need to worry. Call Cooper Hurley.
The car crash experts. 333-3333.
A very important assignment is on the horizon.
It's one that you don't want to miss out on. This year is election year, which means you have a role to play.
There's a ballot for you.
Think about those who have gone before,
Paving the way so that you have an opportunity to have a voice.
And a voice that matters.
So here's your reminder.
Register, research, and make your ways to the polls.
Not just for you, but for generations to come. Don't miss the moment, impact the moment.
Vote! Whether traveling for business or pleasure or other reasons altogether, Norfolk Airport is working non-stop to make your trip an easy one. No matter where you land, life takes off from here. So should you.
First down for Rhode Island after a big fourth down conversion off the legs of Devin Farrell. Barely made it across the line to gain, wrapped up by Trey Everett, who thought he'd made what may have been a game-ending tackle. Instead, with 1:58 left to play, it's Rhode Island, trailed by 14 on two separate occasions, cut it to 7 both times. And here come the Rams, down by 7, trying to tie this thing up. 31-24, 1:58 left to play. Nathan Epstein, Terrence Green, glad to have you along. Buckle up. Here's Farrell. Short drop, looks middle, and it's bobbled and caught. Greg Gaines, who got them to the 40, and now advances them to the 21-yard line.
Yes, he bobbled the ball, but able to bring it in and catch it. Another first down for the Rams.
1:40 left, no timeouts left for the Rams. Four wide and a running back to the right of Farrell. Here comes the pressure. Middle, caught, wrapped up, and near the first down. And that is a man we have called the name of quite a bit over the last several drives, Tommy Smith.
Tommy Smith is staying open.
And T. Green,
Farrell able to.
We talk about Xavier Marshall being out of this game, and the middle has been wide open since
he's been out.
Since he left, the leading tackler on this team, the heartbeat and the beating heart of that defense. Under a minute left to play. Here we go.
Need to stop.
Second down and short. Touchdown game, man in motion. And they swing it right to him. Gets the corner to the 5-yard line.
Gets out of bounds. Stops the clock.
Chased down by Will Hicks. And that is Amari Walker with his first catch of the game. But he does get out of bounds, and that stops the clock. Ball sits at the 7-yard line. 33 ticks left. And now it's first and goal. So this is your ball game. Touchdown or nothing. No timeouts to work with, and that changes things strategy-wise, whether you run it or throw it. Still a little bit of time with 33 ticks. Farrell lobs it, corner, nothing there.
Flag.
And a flag flies, and that is Greg Gaines asking for the call. He's going to get it. And again, that's Ibrahim. Almost had his hands on an interception.
Yeah, it was a stop and go pattern on that right side of the end zone.
Pass interference. Defense number 0. Ball be placed at the 2-yard line. First down.
2-yard line.
2-yard line with 27 seconds left. Now, if this is the time that you want your defense to make a play, T, it's right now.
Sometimes when you have less field to use, it's harder to score. So we'll see. Especially when you have no timeouts.
First down and goal after the pass interference. 2-yard line. Malik Grant sets up to the left. Gets the call, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Rhode Island. An extra point away from tying this thing up. And this time, T, no flags are going to take it away from Grant.
Yeah, Grant getting his first touchdown today. Had 2 called back, so here we go, the extra point.
And this is as big of an extra point as we have had all day. Ty Groff in to tie it up. And it's blocked! You've got to be kidding me!
It's blocked.
The Pirates send the house!
Flag.
Penalty flag on the play.
Offside. Defense number 9.
And there it is.
Goal, replay the try.
Now they'll replay it.
Corey Yeoman, offsides.
Goodness gracious. Hampton was offsides, and so they'll try it again with 24 seconds left. The Pirates have had at least 3 potentially game-ending plays on this previous drive and have not been able to capitalize. Here's Groff to try it again. Again, offsides.
Yep.
Flag is out. This time the kick is good, so they'll likely turn it down, and that'll be a tie game.
Got it. Kick was good.
24 seconds left. The Rams down by 14 with 6 minutes left to play. 2 touchdowns. One, a passing touchdown from Farrell to Buchanan, and then a rushing touchdown by Malik Grant.
Penalties declined. The try is good.
Sure enough, the penalty is declined. It was an offsides by the Pirates, but now it's not over. We got 24 seconds left, and all they need is a field goal.
Well, the only way that I would even come close to not putting this game in overtime if the return is over the 35-yard line. Otherwise,
let the clock run.
Go into victory formation, and let's play overtime ball.
Sideline of Hampton a little shell-shocked. They thought they had this one wrapped up, leading by 14 with 6 minutes left to play. And then with the ball in their hands with 4 minutes left to play, couldn't do anything with it. Rhode Island gets the ball back. Now let's count the ways that Hampton could have ended this thing. There was a 4th down run by Devin Farrell, nearly wrapped up short of the line to gain by Trey Everett. That might have ended it. You had Omar Ibrahim had his hands on an interception. That might have ended it. And then there was a blocked extra point, but called for offside. So many chances, T.
Just couldn't get the job done. Rhode Island with 3 possessions in a row for touchdowns.
And this one's a little pooch kick. Shepard is back there.
We got to get it.
Oh my goodness, and that was almost disaster. Because remember, if That ball's
live ball.
That ball's recovered by Rhode Island.
Live
and
ball.
all they got to do is take a knee and
offside.
kick the field goal.
Kicking team number 35. 5-yard penalty to be added to the end of the play. First down.
Well, that doesn't really.
Please reset the game clock to 23 seconds. 23. Thank you.
Doesn't really help the.
So here, T, we have first down at what looks like the 23-yard line. Now, with Malcolm Mays, who has had a stellar game, again, he is definitely in the running for a conference weekly honor after this one. 21 of 24, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's also run the ball 11 times, 37 yards in a score. That's second best on the team. Nope, looks like they're going to line up in victory formation, and that's why you also were a head coach, and I was not. They're going to take the victory formation into overtime.
Yep, you go play now, you go play overtime. And
there's the kneel down, and the final 20 seconds will run off the clock. Wow. But you got to give it to Rhode Island, Coach. They never quit.
Never quit.
They never laid down, and here we are. 14 unanswered points from Rhode Island. The final 3 seconds have ticked away, and we are headed to overtime at Armstrong Stadium. Nathan Epstein, Terrence Green to bring you the action here from Armstrong Stadium as these two teams are headed to overtime. Game reset for you. Hampton trailed in the opening minutes 3-0, and it was back and forth ever since. Hampton tied it up at 3. Each team tied at 10. Hampton went ahead 24-10, 24-17 after Rhode Island cut it to 7. Hampton thought they might have put it away with a touchdown toss from Mays to Malcolm Mays to Tymere Robinson and made it a 14-point game with 6 minutes left to play. And just like that, the sophomore quarterback, Devin Farrell, calm, cool, collected with the
right back down the field.
With the poise of a seasoned graduate senior, manages to keep his team in it. And here we are, and it was a touchdown run by Malik Grant. Third time's the charm, I guess, because he had 2 touchdown runs wiped off the board earlier in the game because of penalties. And his third try to the end zone this time is the most important one because it ties things up. So here are the rules of overtime. Each team will get the ball 1 possession from the opponent's 25-yard line. We'll wait to see what side of the field they start on. No clock, but there is a play clock. And so each team will get a chance to score.
That's right.
And we'll see which team ends up on defense first.
But if whoever gets the ball first, if they score a touchdown, you have to match it.
Correct. Now this is also a bit of a rule change because after, I believe it's if after 2 overtimes there is still no winner, then we resort to 2-point conversions. And it's just a matter of who can stop the other.
So there will be at least 2 overtime periods the regular way, with both teams getting the opportunity. Then after 2 overtimes, then you have to go to 2-point conversions, correct? That is correct.
Sure enough, as Elijah Burris is at midfield, meets up with the Rhode Island Rams. Glad to have you along for this one. A thriller here at Armstrong Stadium with Rhode Island trying to make it 2-0 in the CAA. Hampton looking for their first win of the season in conference. Trying to get back on track after getting walloped by William & Mary a week ago. What are you telling Hampton T, if you're...
Rhode Island will have the ball 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line.
So Hampton will play defense first, and
that's okay, because now
that's okay.
You know offensively what you have to do when you get the ball.
You got to think that sideline is a little shell-shocked. So what are you telling them if you're interim coach Trent Boykin after surrendering 14 unanswered in the final 6 minutes?
New football game. We're starting over. We got to still take care of our business. We still can win this football game.
On the other hand, if you're Rhode Island, you got to be charged up. You got to feel like this one is yours.
Well, offensively, they're probably feeling like they can do pretty much whatever they want. You know, passing game, I mean, the Pirates are having all types of trouble just slowing down this passing attack in the fourth quarter.
So Rhode Island will set up on offense at the Hampton 25-yard line. Again, there is no game clock, only a play clock.
With the chain crew, please report to the chains. We do need them for overtime. Thank you. Thank you.
They leaving a little early.
Not over yet, guys. So here we go to start the overtime. Devin Farrell, 12 of 23, 225 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Is the quarterback Malik Grant, who scored the game-tying touchdown, gets the call first. Around that left side, he's wrapped up and brought down after a 2-yard gain.
And the other thing that's helped Farrell, when the Pirates put pressure on him, he doesn't seem to handle pressure well. A lot of those passes in the fourth quarter, he didn't have much pressure.
Second down and 2. Farrell the fake, the flip, Buchanan, a lot of room down the sideline and finally wrapped up just outside the 15-yard line.
Good play fake, play action. Farrell looked like he was about to run the football, but pulled it down and just found Buchanan over there in the left flat. Easy first down.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a pretty nifty play design there. Had 2 different options there. You could have given to Malik. You could have run it yourself. Instead, he runs it, then flips it.
RPO.
Plenty of options there. Great Gaines and Sean Harris Jr. set up to the near side. With Amari Walker now in motion. Pump fake, looking, end zone, and it's caught! Great Gaines makes the catch for the touchdown! And Rhode Island is on the board first in overtime, which means Hampton has to answer.
Have to answer, and once again, great play design by Rhode Island. Farrell with the little pump fake. Marshall with the nice pattern across the middle. Good pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Now this is a big extra point because if he misses or if it's blocked, then Hampton can still win it. Kick is up, and it is good. And so now it's do or die for Hampton, and what a turnaround this has been. Hampton was 6 minutes away, leading by 14, and take another look at the pass, T. 2 guys were there, but look at the stretch and the grab. Greg Gaines makes the catch, a brilliant catch for the touchdown.
But the thing is, the amount of field in between him and the quarterback where there was no defender. Gaines was wide open.
Gaines with 4 catches, 63 yards, and a touchdown. So here comes the offense, led by Malcolm Mays, who is put on a show today. 21 of 24, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's also run it 11 times for 37 yards and a touchdown. But now this is where his team needs him the most, staring an 0-2 start in the face. Fakes to Brennan Ridley, a wide open, down the sideline, 1 play and into the end zone. A touchdown for the Pirates. Tyler Hatcher has his hands on it. and the Pirates are an extra point away from tying this thing up in overtime.
And he was wide open, good play design. Hatcher, hadn't heard from him all night, all day. And Mays finds him in the flat, wide open, untouched for the touchdown.
And T, that was Hatcher's first catch of the day.
Of the season, probably.
1 catch, 25 yards, and a touchdown. And let's take another look. It was a great fake to Ridley, who's led the team in receiving all day. And once Hatcher had it, my oh my, you could have driven a truck down that highway.
His 3rd catch on the season, so made 2 in 2 previous games. But that play right there, I mean, it was well designed by the Pirates. Came right back, scored. Here we go.
And now here's the deal.
Game.
And now here's the deal. Hampton retains possession on offense. They go right back on the field.
That's right.
And Rhode Island is back on defense. So now, if you're Hampton, this is where you got to strike again.
Got to score again.
Get back in the end zone, and then make a stop for the win.
Rhode Island is elected to go on defense first. It'll be Hampton football. Both teams, after scoring a touchdown, must go for a 2-point conversion.
So there is a recap of the rules that if both teams score touchdowns from this point on, the ball will from now on be placed at the 2-yard line, and it'll be a 2-point conversion contest. 3 wide for Malcolm Mays, all to the far side of the field with Elijah Burris lined up to the right.
Burris is open.
Burris is overthrown. Every Hampton fan looking for the flag. They're not going to get it.
And I may be wrong, but it looks as if I thought you could go 2 overtime periods before you go to 2-point conversion, but that's not what the official just said.
Well, no, this is the 2nd overtime period, given the fact that both sides scored. So if they both scored touchdowns here, and then the 3rd overtime period will start 2-point conversion tries as 2nd down coming for Pirates. Jaquan Snipes, they fake to him. Mays looking, and now fires. And it is caught inside the 5, and they say that is a catch. Dorian Moultrie.
What a catch.
With a big catch, keeps those tippy toes in bounds.
You only need 1 in college. So I'm guessing he had 1. And Pirates, they're going to hurry up to the line. Won't be no replay. Ooh, he has the ball.
Well, and a helmet comes off, and that is Malcolm Mays. So that's pretty big, because now Zealous has to pop into the game.
2nd down.
Rushing attempt went nowhere.
Now, one thing about Zealous, he really excels in the red zone, especially in the RPO game.
Well, I was just going to say, something that he does very well is run the football. So now this gives you another option. Not that Mays cannot run the ball, but Zealous is much more of a quarterback that likes to run it.
And you probably don't want him to throw the ball in this situation anyway, just coming off the bench.
They give Elijah Burris. No, they keep it.
It was Zealous.
That was Zealous. It was an RPO. He decided to keep, and he was wrapped up.
Well, he would have been the hero if he'd have scored.
So now Zealous is back to the sideline, and Mays is back in.
This is 3rd down now, though, Nathan. So we're in field goal position, but Rhode Island gets a chance to get the ball.
And to end it.
That's right.
So here we go, big 3rd down. Burris, the running back. Paysant. Rather, that's Hatcher in motion. Mays flips. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. Brennan Ridley. His 2nd of the game.
Good job by Ridley once again with the little inside pass crowding out to the flag area. Mays with the pass, wide open touchdown. Now the Pirates will go for 2. Now I thought you could still go for 1, but maybe I'm reading the rules wrong.
Let's see here, they do have the offense back on the field, and so they're going to go for 2. And how big could this be? Rhode Island will still get the ball back after this play, regardless of what happens. And a whistle. Trent Boykin is very animated, pointing at something, trying to get the correct play in, and now 13 seconds left on the play clock. 2-point conversion, here we go. Christian Greenlaw, the man in motion. Mays floats, end zone.
Incomplete.
And it falls incomplete, and so now here are the stakes. Rhode Island, if they score a touchdown and a 2-point and a field goal, an extra point, and this game is over.
Well, I think they have to go for 2. That's what I got. When the official said it, I thought he had been mistaken, because when I read the rules, it makes it seem as if you can have 2 overtimes before you have to go to 2 points. But obviously, they made the Pirates go for 2 there, so Rhode Island, if they score a touchdown, they would still have to go for 2.
One thing is definitely certain, Rhode Island needs a touchdown. Pirates ahead by 6. Devin Farrell has played masterful football over the last 6 minutes and change. They give Malik Grant a spin move across the 20, still on his feet. First down carry, he's still going inside the 10.
Wow, just a simple dive to the left side, and Grant just overpowers his way to a first down and much more.
His 18th carry of the day. Over 150 yards rushing and a touchdown. Unbelievable.
9.2 yards per carry.
Farrell again the give to Grant. Close to the goal line. All the way to the 4. Complexion of this game defensively for Hampton completely flipped when Xavier Marshall left. Quick snap. And Grant is caught in the backfield, but still manages to muscle for about 1.5 yards.
Still needs about 2 to get in the end zone, so here we go, 3rd down.
3rd down, and again, Rhode Island needs a touchdown. We're in the 2nd overtime. Rhode Island came all the way back from 14 down with 6 minutes left to play.
Pirates got to get the right personnel on the field and not get a penalty.
13 seconds on the play clock. 3rd down. Farrell, the keeper, and he's in! Touchdown, Devin Farrell! And now the offense is still on the field. And so a 2-point conversion wins it for the Rams.
And I got Gloat is in the backfield.
There he is. Gabe Sloat, the back. And a timeout is taken.
Charge timeout, Hampton. Their final of the overtime period.
So it's a use it or lose it situation. Waited to see what Rhode Island presented on offense, and here is potentially your game-winning play for Rhode Island. If they don't get in, we go to a 3rd overtime, and that, Coach, I think, is when we start with the 2-point conversion contest.
Don't miss this epic celebration. Get yours now at home.com.
44 all. It has been a back-and-forth game, and one that Hampton's going to look back on if they allow this 2-point conversion and wonder what could have been. Here we go. 2nd overtime. Rhode Island going for the win. Farrell fakes one way, walks in, and Rhode Island walks it off. Rhode Island is a winner at Armstrong Stadium after a 2-overtime thriller. And what a masterful showing of Devin Farrell, the redshirt sophomore. 14 of 25, 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, and now the game-winning 2-point conversion. Let's have another look
Hampton football is returning on Saturday.
Your defensive end,
I believe that was
fooled. Christopher Eaton Jr. was fooled that time, and there was no way Eaton was going to catch up to Farrell once he got to the outside.
And so now the Pirates will fall to 3-3, 0-2 on the season. Rhode Island improves to 4-1, 2-0 in the CAA. They're going to have a game against Brown next weekend and then hits the road for a game against New Hampshire. As for the Pirates, they head to North Carolina A&T next weekend before wrapping up the month of October.
Well, next week is a bye.
Or excuse me, next week a bye, and then wrapping up October with a game against Elon. Again, Malcolm Mays, the quarterback for Hampton, can't do much more. 24 of 28, 253 yards, 4 touchdowns, 11 rushes, 37 yards on the ground, and a touchdown on the ground as well. And you got to think that he is definitely in the running for a conference weekly honor. But in the end,
definitely needed a victory, and he would have probably secured it. But now the way Farrell played, once he got in the game for Rhode Island, I mean, I tell you what, he was really the difference once they replaced him, replaced quarterbacks, Helms.
So final thoughts as we wrap this one up, T.
Got to go back to the drawing board if you're the Pirates. Defensively, that's 2 weeks in a row not able to stop the opposing team's offense, and I mean in a big way. Give up over 40 points 2 weekends in a row, because the offense played well enough today to win. So you really got to look at what we have to do differently on defense, because that was a game we probably should have won.
In the end, an 0-2 start in the CAA for Hampton, a 2-0 start for Rhode Island. The Rams 3-0 all-time against Hampton University. I want to thank our tremendous Flow Sports crew here on site. Terrence Green, the former wideout great here at Hampton University. It was fun calling this one with you. A double overtime thriller. The Rams win it 46-44. For everybody at Armstrong Stadium, this is Nathan Epstein. Have a great rest of your weekend.